Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
But what a difference. He was probably growing at the time when he went to it as a junior in high school. If he's growing more, he's going to be more. Over the top for Gunpowder, slams it down. Foster with a second chance, drives, it won't spin in. Foster beat everyone to the board. Caden Boozer. Amanda got it. He can really shoot it. Marie steps inside and hits two more, and he's got 17. Look at this. And a steal and a bucket for Bradley. In Arizona by 5. The challenge shot is blocked. Murray's toss up ahead. Garchenko lays it in. Of 18,000 here tonight at Marriott Center. Murray tries to answer.
I thought Minnesota played harder than us in the first half. That was the disappointing thing to me. That was the disappointing thing to our staff, is I thought we just got outworked in that first half. And then you saw when we flipped it, and I give the guys a lot of credit. They went out and responded in a huge way to do a pretty good chewing out. But yeah, I mean, there's times where we get on them where maybe you don't see it. That's not the first time I've ever yelled at our team. So, but that's what this group's all about. They've been unbelievably coachable. They don't take things personal. They say things to each other at times, and maybe other teams that I've coached, now you got a little bit of a feud going on out there. This team has been unbelievable in accountability, self-accountability within the team, within the group. And if you have that, that makes our job as coaches a lot easier.
Welcome back. Welcome, not back. I guess it was yesterday we were here. Welcome back to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Technically, like Kata.
Welcome back, Kata.
Yes.
Like
welcome back. Welcome.
I don't know
back,
that show. I'm familiar with the phrase.
Your mom would know.
She's actually. That's why the only reason I know I've heard her talk about it before.
Yeah, it's a good show.
The theme song might have been the best.
Yeah, it's
part of it.
It's a really good show.
We're brought to you by Next Gen Male Medical.
Do you think they would question my maleness?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Listen,
you tried to.
No, I just said I thought the lotion smelled floral, and I misidentified. Your nose is better than mine, though.
It is definitely not floral.
It's botanical.
It's vanilla beans.
Where do you think the beans come from?
Do you count the extract from the ground as floral? Sure.
I said, well, botanical.
That's kind of technically you are correct.
Yeah.
But it
floral
isn't
was wrong.
It isn't like rose or gardenia or hibiscus.
You big gardenia guy?
What? Why do you see it like that?
Gardenia.
Gardusia.
Uruguay.
It's a country near Croatia. I'm sorry.
Uruguay's not.
No. It's the one the one where you're from.
Gardenia?
Yeah, I'm glad you weren't upset with me, so thank you.
For what? Oh, for sharing?
Rubbing my lotion on you.
No, that's fine. I need
Man, I couldn't it's killing.
Yeah, the weather's killing my skin right now. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's tough out here.
Plus I right now, because there's somebody in my house that thinks it's cute to sneakily put in water softener.
Oh.
So, because I am not a soft water guy.
You like a hard water?
Well, I'd like to know when the soap's not on my rag anymore, when I'm officially don't have soap on my body.
Yeah, I got you.
So I don't feel like I got out of a Diddy party, but oh man.
Try not to be oily. Here's the problem. You know what the problem is?
Thank you for the life preserver.
Yeah, so the problem is you use bar soap.
I use both.
Okay, because bar soap always leaves. I always feel like no matter what I do, I always feel like there's a residue if I'm using bar soap.
All right, so not that anybody cares. My man, Tim rocks with me.
Okay.
Tim Harvey. He used to listen to our I think he still does. He's in Kansas City now. He went from Nebraska to Colorado to
KC.
Yeah. Softball dad, good dude.
We love our KC folks out here.
Big soap guy, big bath and body guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's also a guy that brushes his teeth in the shower.
Ooh, I don't like that.
I'm okay. I'm not gonna condemn you. It's fine.
It's a personal. I don't like that much water. I don't want shower water getting in my mouth like that.
Fudge, man. You under a waterfall? Just step back.
Well, no, because then I get cold. I don't want to get cold.
Okay.
I don't want to get cold, man.
So anyway, as one thing I did get from my dad, quick sidebar, not to go all Jacob Padilla, Matt DeMarinis, foreshadowing our first hour last night, which was comedy. One thing I got from my dad is I am an aggressive.
Oh, you're like a big, hot aggressive brusher.
I'm an aggressive brusher. Like I like to see the foam and the toothpaste, and I scrub my tongue. And Zoe always makes fun of me because I like sometimes will accidentally choke myself. And every now and again when I brush my teeth and I don't, she's like, "Oh, I didn't hear you doing that again." So, oh no, she's like you saw a little bit of her personality over here.
I mean, I've been around her a little bit.
Yeah. So
I know she's got some attitude.
Anyway, with the soaps, it's very strategic. The bar soap actually has a drying component to it. That's the one that I like to wash anything above my shoulders with because I don't feel like my skin is oily or, shine. Like, the whole Nick Bob Brothers wash rag, not wanting to look sweaty kind of deal.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Then you do the liquid soap. Then you can go back to the bar soap if you like. Now, if you really want to dry your skin out, use those fragrancy liquid soaps, which have a ton of alcohol in them.
Oh, okay.
So that's what dries my hands out. So for my lotion, back to the original, you making fun of me low key.
No, I would never.
Yeah, right. It's Johnson & Johnson something scent.
Okay.
You'd think that would cut the temp or the dry skin. But apparently it's not a good lotion. Isn't it for babies?
I don't know.
It's not like baby scent. It's a white color. It looks like a decent lotion.
What color?
What? Stupid. But it doesn't
You
work.
would think Johnson & Johnson as like a medical company would be a higher grade.
So
lotion.
super fast forward. I don't really want to use the Bath & Body Vanilla Bean because it is counterproductive to actually moisturizing my skin.
Yeah.
It's
going
more, again,
more
fragrant. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how desperate I was.
But in the meantime, you got to.
Yo, did you see my hands? I pulled them out of my pocket. It looked like I was making pie crust.
I like pie crust. Pie crust is good.
Yeah, I was looking for some sauce for Zoe's spaghetti the other day. I did not know that you could buy ready or like super quick dough for pizza.
Oh yeah,
it's boxed.
Yeah, that's a thing. Last couple of years, people started doing that. I think
that's crazy.
Or I've started seeing it more, at least. Not that I grocery shop a lot, but every once in a while you see it around.
Yeah, I was learning something new every day.
Well, you're not making pizza, are you? Just saw it?
Yeah, I was looking for. It was behind. It was the row. You know, how you walk down an aisle. One thing's on the right side, the other thing's on the left. It was on the left side.
Oh, okay. Your stuff was on the right side.
Yeah, I just turned around.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was like, what are you looking at pizza crust for?
Is that okay?
You don't even like pizza.
So I am gonna make a chicken crust pizza again.
Oh yeah.
I'm like 0 for 4. No,
Sikora didn't help you out.
I'm like 1 for 4.
Wasn't he the one that taught you how to do that?
No, but he's the one that said don't use canned chicken.
Oh yeah.
So, but I now have ground chicken. Ground chicken is going to be foolproof. I actually think he might have used. Did he use rotisserie? No, he didn't use canned chicken, but he used something different.
I bet he used like pulled rotisserie chicken.
Chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich. Speaking of which, we're going to talk to his partner.
We are going to talk to his partner because there's a big Nebraska basketball game today. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah. So are we? This is a first.
Yeah, we haven't talked to Jeff before.
For Schmitty.
Yeah.
So I know him.
I don't know him at all.
I know him more as like this long respected guy I used to.
High school basketball coach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Southeast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
long time.
Coached a ton of goats.
Nicholas Allen.
Super successful.
Nick would have been pretty early.
He's also the guy that notoriously takes care of games at Sechrist when you're the visiting team for concessions. He lets you in. He's got the gate.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like this is I'm curious to get his thoughts on talk about baptism by fire. It's not like doing your first radio broadcast in West Lafayette in the middle of the season.
Who'd that happen to?
But Well, I had a pro though. I mean, Sharpie.
No, I know.
Hashtag bail me out. But
Yeah.
like he's in the middle of your first job, your first analyst gig on the radio, which is difficult.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
And it's during an undefeated season.
Yeah. I don't know that people, I don't know if people care, but like, I don't know if people appreciate how different it is on TV versus radio.
It's incredibly difficult.
Especially.
I mean, between Kugler and Greg, like you listen.
Yeah.
And then you kind of say, because you make the assumption when you're coming out of the TV world that they can see what you see. But you have to, it's dramatically different.
And you have to be a lot more careful to leave space for the play-by-play guy because they can't see what you can see.
Yeah.
And it's a whole different thing. That's why Kugler, not to blow too much smoke for him this morning, but like that's part of the reason Kugler's so impressive is his ability to like switch back and forth.
Yeah. So
seamlessly
between all his jokes and snark, he's a very good teacher.
Yeah.
Very good teacher. So even the jargon that I use is different.
Yeah, with Kugler.
But I'm fortunate though. I have like when your play-by-play guys are strong.
Oh, it makes it.
It's really easy.
Yeah.
So, I always know what's going on with Kyle because, I mean, hey, first and 10 from the 32, moving right to left. I know you get the visual.
Yeah, for sure.
First down, Huskers.
So like that.
You don't have to worry about that.
No,
part.
those guys, yeah, they make it easy. So anyway, we'll talk to Schmitty.
Headley asks, when is Evan the Illini coming back on? He'll be on later this week.
Wait, he is?
Yeah, we're gonna have him on later, either Thursday or Friday.
So Evan and my man, Mr. Miles sent me a great photo together.
Oh yeah,
2 of my Illinois guys.
Who's the other guy?
So he used to be at Nebraska.
Okay.
Way back when, then went to Illinois. So he and I have always talked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I think like he helped me out a lot with the Butkus deal. I mean, Evan did too, but I wanted to see him here. I'll show you the picture of those 2 yahoos together. But they're both Illinois guys apparently they're on campus. I don't know how they saw each other.
Evan's on campus all the time.
Well, I get it. Is he still doing the whole? Is he helping wrestling?
Yeah,
I want to ask him about Lucas Bird.
He's the chaplain for wrestling, and then he also his main job is like a college student minister.
Yeah.
So he's on campus for that reason all the time.
So he's like hashtag nice guy. He's not just.
Oh, no, he's good. He's a good dude.
You were asking me about guys I save in my phone. I have a guy named South Park Kenny. I got him from Megan Verzo. He is very good with household items.
South Park Kenny.
So I didn't know his last name, so I call him South Park Kenny. Where's that picture that he sent me with Evan? But yeah, huge game tonight. Are you offended? I'm not offended.
By the line?
Yeah.
I'm not offended. I do think it's heavy. Oh, there you go. Dude, Evan knows everybody.
Yeah, so I don't know where he saw Daryl, but
he just is always around.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Guess who I ran into here in Champaign?
That's your guy?
Yeah, that's what D said. So anyway, he used to work at Nebraska.
I would say I think Evan told me that there was a guy there that used to work at Nebraska. I didn't know him though.
Yeah.
I'm not as connected as you are.
I'm not either. You should have heard me tell my therapist I'd like to be unconnected.
I'd like to disconnect, unplug.
He goes, what's that? He goes, you have to understand the difference between unhealthy isolation and wanting to keep to yourself. I said, yeah, when I figure that out, I'll be a lot better.
Still working on that one? It's not just holding up and ignoring everybody?
My 32 padlocks on the door. No, it's fine.
I'll figure it out. It's all right. I got the garage code. You really bother? You really?
I know.
You really go radio silent on me. I'm just going to start coming in.
Yeah, so
That's fine.
Do you know I was today years old when I figured out my porch light is motion detection on the back deck? I'm like, why won't this thing shut off? I know.
How long you live there?
No, I'm past that.
I don't know, 3 years maybe.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, whatever. I've never been outside in the dark so much with
the dogs.
Stupid dog. Although she's a G, she is far from stupid.
I was gonna say she seemed like she was picking it up.
Yeah, I have to be like Juvenile and back this thing up. She is,
Channel 3. Was it?
I am so glad he's a funny dude.
As Kelly goes, maybe your therapist hacked your Twitter account, help you disconnect.
Wow, that's a cold shot, Sean. I want you to know I am unwell without my social media. So shout out to you.
That's probably not like a good sign,
No. Ding dong Severe was like, hey, you okay? We probably should catch up soon. I'll take you to lunch Thursday. Do I seem off? Was your radar pinging? I put up with you every day. Anyway, I did not know.
That the motion detector?
Yeah, because I don't go out in the dark.
You just let the dogs out, they run, do their thing. You don't have to worry about it.
They're G's.
Yeah.
Now I told you she's a closet pooper, so you have to watch.
You
her.
gotta find it.
Yeah, my flashlight is. I need to get an adult flashlight.
Yeah, get a real flashlight.
Okay, do you have one?
Yeah.
And if you do, where is it located?
I've got one right by the door for the dogs. I've got one right next to my bedstand in case we lose power, and I've got one in the basement.
I stand corrected. Yeah, when your flashlight's the size of your thumb, it's probably not a real flashlight.
No, I got one of those I got like a 3-pack at Costco of like the LED, like super bright ones, and then I've got a mag light.
You have an LED?
I think it's
trying to light up the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Shane, do you have a flashlight?
Yeah, I got like 3 or 4. Couple mags.
I got a mag light in case I need to hit anybody with it.
Yep.
You worried about your power going out? I'm not going to ask it.
Oh, it goes out all the time.
Oh.
It went out like a week ago.
About a week ago.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
No. So you got to have one by the bed, one, one in the living room, whatever.
I have a feeling I'd find 6 good ones in Zoe's room somewhere.
That hoards all the good ones.
There's a yellow one that I can envision in my head that I know is semi-adult.
You just haven't seen it. And
I have no idea, but it's probably somewhere around. I mean,
that's one of the, I would argue lots of good things about not having kids. If you just live with one other person, you only have one person to ask where something is.
Yeah, that's Bernie Mac.
Hey, what'd you do with that?
Yeah, he said if something broke, I know who the heck did it. Yeah. That's a Bernie Mac skit.
There's only a couple people left.
Yeah.
Although I'll blame stuff on the dogs every once in a while.
I have a question I was chomping at the bit to ask.
Yeah, what do we got?
So, do you think it's harder for you to balance Nebraska basketball being where it is and Creighton not being where you want them to be as a fan? Is that harder to negotiate emotionally than what you think I balance supporting high school, like you support good basketball, even though sometimes it's contrary to the school that I coach at?
It's probably harder for you.
So you don't struggle.
I mean, listen, I wish Creighton was better this year, but that to me is independent of what Nebraska's doing. Like, they don't connect for me at all.
Are you growing up?
It's unlikely but possible.
Well, good for you.
It doesn't honestly, I'm incredibly happy for Nebraska basketball, legitimately.
Yeah.
And it's been a ton of fun to watch. That's always been my complaint, as you know.
Yeah,
it just hasn't been good to watch.
Good ball.
And it's in the state, and so there's doing this job or wanting to do this job before I actually had this job. You feel like you have to watch even when it's not good.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is SkyMax messing with me?
A
Streamlight pen. Those are real?
I don't know, but he usually doesn't mess with us. He usually tells us the truth.
Oh, yeah, he's actually responsible.
Yeah.
I have one more question before the Nebraska basketball.
Go ahead.
So I saw a strip loin yesterday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Huge. I like to buy the whole ones and then cut them up.
Mm-hmm.
It was $118.
How many did you get? How many,
I haven't done anything yet.
Okay.
So technically, if I cooked for you, is that taking you out to eat?
Well, I mean, it's me taking you out to eat.
Because you didn't put contingencies that if I won the bet, you have to go with me.
No.
Until in the middle of accruing money.
I was mostly kidding.
I think you should have bought the strip loin and let me vacuum seal up the pieces. But I didn't. My hands were full, so I didn't want to be like, hey, get this for me. It's under the window. It's $118. So I left it in the store.
I mean, I'll pay you out however you want me to.
It's big.
Yeah.
Do you know what I could do with that? But I don't feed enough people at a time.
Yeah, so you kind of stay small with the number, unless you're having like a get together.
Yeah, and there's no real holidays coming up.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'll be.
I was mostly kidding about going with you, unless you wanted me.
You just want to.
Unless you wanted me to. Yeah. Well, I like your family.
No, he's a terror.
Yeah, I like Micah. I like you. I like Jay. I like Zoe. Caleb
and Meyer out.
Well, they're out of the house, so I didn't know.
Good point.
I didn't know if they were going to be with us. Like if Caleb and Maya want to come, like I'm in. Let's do it. I love Caleb. I don't know Maya as well.
He still has a very his palate is growing, but he's still a fettuccine, buffalo chicken, chicken strips guy.
I mean, he's in college.
Is that
sense.
like the 3 faves of basic eaters? Anything buffalo chicken.
I hate buffalo chicken, but that's
It's really sketch.
So I really do not like anything that even gives me a hint of vinegar. And all buffalo sauce is vinegar based.
Boy, that's a deep one.
So
it's not the first thing I think of.
It makes me irrationally angry.
So Marquise Siegel is coming into town, and the first thing that he asks for is buffalo chicken dip.
Really?
Because
people that love buffalo go hard.
Yeah, he's like, we gotta have. I'm like, of all the things.
Yeah.
He's like, you still doing those ribs?
I'd hang out with Siegel too, because he's a Niner and an Omaha guy.
Do you know what he weighs right now?
Oh, he's got to be big.
No.
No?
No.
What's he at?
194.
Good Lord.
Playing in the league.
Good.
He said he had a hard time staying at 200 for the Niners.
I was going to say, you just have too much hard time just keeping the weight on.
But I'm like, not to two, because I asked him about Stout.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how big is Stout? Like, he brings drama.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man, that's my boy. But he said he's smaller than he is. He said he's like 5'9".
No, I like Marquise.
Yeah, he's a great tackler.
Yeah. He's a guy, if low-key, like the defense with all the injuries and stuff, without guys like him back there, like they wouldn't have been able to keep it together.
And the cool thing is all those high school guys, they're still boys.
That's awesome.
They are all still boys.
No,
but anyway, Nebraska Creighton balance. I'm sorry.
No,
Unfortunately, this is exactly what Dean Marinas and Jacob were talking about.
A little bit, but that's okay.
No tennis references yet, though. So
not yet. We're on our way.
Thank you, sweet Jesus.
You're lucky T ended. Although I do have a bone to pick with Chris Fowler about his broadcast yesterday, but we'll get to that later.
I think prep is a thing.
Well, not just that, but he made a comment about Zverev that I gotta anyway. Nebraska basketball, I'm genuinely happy for them. Like,
were you cheering for D Manure today?
No.
I know that's not his name, but you're a big Alcaraz guy.
Yeah, I love Alcaraz. That's my guy.
D Manure.
Although D Manure is really good.
Yeah.
Like I like
ran
watching.
Into a buzzsaw.
He did, and he was playing great.
Good morning, BG.
But
see what I do now?
I
said B Jizzle yesterday, and you're like, so I'm just gonna go with BG.
Yeah, BG is better there.
A lot of people are Izzles.
That's fine. That one. The front letters don't work out as well.
I like the BGs. They're cool.
You
big Barry Gibbs guy.
Hey, I believe you. You don't even need to be. That sounds exactly like something you'd say.
Yeah, it's my wheelhouse.
Yeah, of course. Big Barry guy, huh?
Yeah, Barry, Maurice, Andy.
But no, I am. My God, I'm genuinely very happy for Nebraska basketball.
Did you carry a comb in your pocket too? Feather your hair?
No.
Oh, it's for the beard. You gotta keep.
That's for the '80s.
Nebraska and Creighton are totally independent emotionally for me. Mm-hmm. Like, this is not a zero-sum game in my mind. Mm-hmm. I want everybody in the state to be good at basketball. I want UNO to get it figured out again. I'm hoping last year wasn't just a flash in the pan where everything sort of came together for them. I'm disappointed with how Creighton has played this year, but kind of optimistic about what the future still might look like. I think we've got at least one, maybe two more MAC years before he hangs it up.
I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with that.
You don't think so?
No.
All right.
No, I'd love to be wrong.
I would have a really hard time envisioning him leaving if they don't make the tournament this year. Like, I feel like that'd be a hard way for him to go out.
Is he still like a 0 handicap?
Probably. He might just join the senior tour. Although Doug's not retired yet, so who he's gonna golf with?
Well, he's got a lot of downtime.
Yeah, that's true. And Nick likes to golf a lot too. So, but no, I to me, like there's no connection there for me at all, except for the one time a year they play. Mm-hmm. Like there's no overlap in those two things. If Creighton could be 0-20 and it would have no effect on me how I feel about Nebraska being 20-0.
Not a zero-sum thing. I like that.
Yeah, it's a good example that you used. I want everybody to be good. You want everybody to succeed at the high school level. You're rooting for kids. You're rooting for programs to elevate and help kids out. Like I genuinely believe you want Miller North to be good just 1% less than you want West Side to be good. You want Central to be good just 1% less than you want West Side to be good.
Yep.
You know, and so like it is. Again,
Although the more time that I spend with Breeze,
yeah,
the less I want anybody to be good.
See, that's why I like him.
Like he keeps me, but he's like, yeah, let's not get too comfy.
That's how I am with everybody, with everything except basketball. Like I consider myself like a basketball purist. I just want the basketball to be good. Everything else,
you ride with who you ride.
Yeah, I stay pretty petty with like football and stuff like that. It's just what it is.
I was out on the whole Big Ten Indiana thing.
I wasn't.
Out.
Listen, I didn't, given my choices, like I'm riding with Indiana.
Yeah, because you're an FSU donkey.
Not just that, but also, like, if I truly believe, like, the SEC Ponzi scheme thing, which I do.
Yeah, Miami's not in the SEC.
I get that, but it's better for my narrative if the Big Ten wins. Because it's not ACC versus SEC. Everybody knows the ACC is, like, the stepchild over here, which is like, well, I don't really know what to do with them. But,
that's tough.
Stereotypically, not. There's some really nice blended families out there that are doing good work. Co-parenting, being very mature about everything. You know, I appreciate that. It's for the well-being of the kids.
Oh, Ravi here for the kids. Hey, guys, I can't help you out. I have a side eye on this guac conversation. I'm out on guac, so.
I do like guac. I'm a big guac guy.
I am. How'd they get started on guac?
I think it was the buffalo chicken dip. Kind of morphed into dips conversations.
Yeah, that's not me. That's
I'm a big. I'll go guac. I'll go queso.
Queso's fire.
I love a good queso.
Anything cheese is probably gonna.
I'll ride with cheese in general. Like I enjoy cheese a lot. I don't. That's probably about. I mean, salsa's fine.
Are you a sauce guy? Are you a dips guy?
Depends on the context of like what I'm doing. Like I don't like French dips at all. Like the sandwich.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like I think that's disgusting because you have wet bread.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And
but
that's
I'm talking about, you know how some people just need like a spread or a dip.
I would like a little bit of, I don't know how else to say that. I need a little bit of moisture with the food most of the time. So whether it's like a little bit of butter or an aioli or a sauce or a dip, like I do find that helpful.
So every sandwich you eat has some sort of lubricant or whatever.
Yes, moisture. It's got some sort of moisture in there.
So you just can't go eat like a ham and cheese sandwich plain?
Ham and cheese I could. Yeah. But cheese, I know cheese is not the same thing, but sometimes if it's made well, cheese acts a little bit that way to give it a little bit of moisture.
Shane, end of the world tomorrow. They stop producing dressings. Mustard, mayo, or ketchup? What's the must-have?
Ketchup.
Really? You eat a lot of sandwiches. Why ketchup?
But mayo probably first.
Well,
that was the goddamn question.
Well, I just said ketchup to be on the safe side.
What? Safe side of what? Nobody's coming to get you.
Choose one. Ketchup.
But definitely not.
Although mayo
definitely
would
not
probably be
mustard.
the one. Well, which the frick is it?
It's not mustard. Definitely not mustard. That's out. I'm out on mustard.
Unless I'm allowed to do other things to the mayo, I don't like mayo. Like I can do an aioli because it thins it out a little bit, but just mayo by itself is way too thick. I don't like it. Like the texture.
What's your go-to sandwich thing?
So my favorite sandwich is sort of a variation on like a Reuben, so no sauerkraut, but then kind of the Thousand Island on there.
That would be like your go-to.
Yeah, well, that's on my favorite sandwich, so yeah, probably.
Huh. Well, that sounds ridiculous.
Got like corned beef and pastrami in there, and then you got the cheese. I think I get provolone instead of the Swiss, and then it's like a Russian dressing or a Thousand Island.
No, every time I have a hamburger, I got to have ketchup on it. But every time I have like a ham and cheese, I got to have mayo on it.
You heard what he said, right?
I'm not putting ham and cheese on, or mayo on ham and cheese. That's disgusting.
Stop. Hang on.
That's disgusting.
Time to flip out.
Yeah. See, that's what I was saying. I knew it would be a hard. People would not like my take on it.
This is not.
That's why I said ketchup.
What is a hamburger?
I said.
Are you 10?
I said hamburger.
dude. Am I mishearing that?
I went to go have a hamburger with Kevin Kugler
on the regular.
I feel like we have a lot of dogs on this team. Man.
And then I drink my fuzzy beverage out of a picture. But the guy on the mound is
a pitcher.
While listening to the Bee Gees.
Well, I was looking
at
at a picture of the Bee Gees. Yeah, do you call it Paschetti too?
This dude
can I get some hamburger with my Paschetti and meatballs?
Hey, I do have one
Pastrami.
question though. You have to answer it as fast as you can.
Oh, jeez.
Ready?
Yeah. What do you got?
What's the building that has all the books in it? There used to be one on 90th and Dodge.
Library.
Okay.
There was a soft R in there. I heard it.
Man,
it's on 72nd and Dodge now.
He just snuck it in there.
He strikes me as a library kind of guy. Well, man, it's a hamburger. Sound like Zoe.
What's next month, Shane?
What is next month?
This is January. What's next month?
February.
Okay.
Okay, leave him alone.
Okay.
He's starting to get pissed. By the way, nice pull with not letting me to use that back door. That was cute.
Hey, front door's unlocked.
Yeah. Such a liar. Are you excited? Are you having like chips? Speaking of, are you gonna have like
I'm
salsa?
just here so I don't get fined.
Salsa and guac tonight?
No, I might. I don't know. I'm gonna be at the bar here tonight.
Why is it on
on Peacock?
Yes.
You can't shorten it. you trying to? I saw it.
Oh, I would have. You just cut me like I can't say that. Well, thank you for cutting me off then, because I totally would have said it.
I feel like it's awkward if you just call it that.
Wait.
Can't, but it's a little weird.
All right, learn something new every day.
It's on Peacock. How do you sandwich?
He probably would say that too. This dude said hamburger.
Got the sandwiches. No, I'm gonna be out here at the bar tonight. I might go like a queso tonight. Like a chips and queso is a little starter.
Do you think people will be having watch parties for Nebraska basketball?
I mean, we are right here. Have a little watch party at the bar.
I don't know. I'm the last to know everything that happens with this workplace.
Yeah, we're doing a little
I only
watch
get
party.
the hard stuff.
Like what?
I don't know. Bagging impossible interviews and doing commercials and demos last minute.
Speaking of which,
but I do appreciate people protecting.
We got to do some voiceovers later too.
My solitude. They only asked me to do the hard stuff.
That's true. That's just when we really need you.
Yeah,
we tap in.
Which don't let me fool you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we try not to ask you for every little thing.
You got
a lot going on.
But sometimes this is the complexity of dealing with a prima donna like myself. Sometimes I want to be needed, but I don't. But I want the ability to say no. I'm gonna tell you no, probably, but I do want you to ask me.
I'll be honest, that should come up next week in therapy.
Wow.
Just be like, Doc, what's that about? Can you help me here? I don't want to be there, but I do want them to want me to be there.
Okay. See? 1, 10.
I get it. I do. I understand it.
Well, you're doing too much.
I understand the sentiment. I'm that way sometimes. There's a lot of times there's like stuff I don't want to go to, but I do like I'd like to be invited.
Yeah, so I have no idea that there's a watch party.
Yeah, we're doing a little watch party. We'll do a little. I recorded a interview with Sauter last night. He's in. Well, I don't know if he's there yet, but he will be in Ann Arbor. Avery, I am plugging the party tonight. Chill. In the chat, I'll be like, plug the party tonight, Ravi.
I have never seen anybody be mean to Avery.
Avery and I talk a lot. We're cool.
Isn't that weird?
No, she's very, very hard to be mean to. She's very kind.
That's a first.
Oh, no, she understands.
Yeah, chill.
I'm doing it real time. Relax.
It's good to know you're a Richard to everybody.
It's true. It's not you specific. This is who I am.
Shane's like, got that right.
I told you. No, it's.
How many watch parties are there tonight?
I don't know.
Because we're already pee-pee tucking. So.
I only know about this one. There will be no pee-pee tucking here. Well, I mean, what you do in your own times, whatever. Not my deal. But we're gonna give away some prizes. We've got I had a little pregame show. I did the interview with Sauter, and then you can come out here and watch it on the Peacock. Because not everybody wants to pay for the streaming service. I understand that, but it's the first top 5 game in Nebraska history.
You could probably get a
It's the first top. You could get a hamburger.
Hamburger while you're out here.
Hamburglar?
You never used to watch Def Jam, did you?
Oh yeah, I've seen Def Jam.
Have you seen the Hamburglar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
They got.
Is that Arnaz J?
Hamburger. How did he say it?
He said hamburger.
Hamburger. I forgot there was no B. I got hamburgers. They got sandwiches. I don't know if we got paschetti, but we do have some pasta because Jacob always gets it. He's the only person I know that goes to a sports bar and gets fettuccine Alfredo.
You probably get some ketchup on your hamburger.
Probably mayo too.
Mayo.
Never. You could get mustard, but not Shane. Never.
Hey, which one would you choose? I don't know. Probably ketchup.
If you want to,
I don't know. Mayo would probably be first, though.
That was kind of the question.
I know it was, but I knew it would be an unpopular take.
I don't think so. I think a lot of people like mayo, Shane. I don't like mayo. Like plain mayo. I do like an aioli. I know it's a mayo base.
I don't think it's close.
Yeah.
I have the most of mustards.
Oh, yeah. You told me that. You got.
I have.
There's also the most varieties of mustard.
But I'm just.
To be fair.
I'm going to tell you, though.
Yeah, brown.
Mayo is in a ton of spreads.
For sure, yes.
It has it's like a blank canvas.
It's a base.
It has a lot of versatility.
Which I'm totally okay with. Just don't give me plain mayo.
On the top shelf of where I was the other day when I was getting Zoe's spaghetti sauce, they now have...
Spaghetti or paschetti? Did it have hamburger in it?
They now have like buffalo pizza sauce. They do a lot.
They
have all these.
They have like avocado mayo and all sorts of stuff. It's weird.
Like mayo has a ton of versatility.
It does. And like I said, I'm cool with an aioli. Just don't give me plain mayo. I don't like plain mayo. It's the texture of it is disturbing to me.
So you think most people, like if I gave you a Thanksgiving turkey sandwich, you think they would know the difference between mayo and salad dressing?
Yes, I think they would.
Okay. I don't know. So
I'm not putting mayo on it, but I'm also probably not eating a turkey sandwich of my own free will.
And you're not putting mayo on it?
I don't like turkey.
I know. You're
a child.
What do you have for dinner?
Not chicken strips or anything like that.
Shane, how are you going to watch Nebraska basketball tonight?
I'm going to listen to it like I normally do.
With our guy, Kent and Jeff.
Yep.
Who we'll talk to later.
Hey, why did they throw the chef hat on me?
It's called, because you talk about cooking a lot.
Tough crowd.
You talk about cooking quite a bit.
Is that Suave?
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, did you see him holding the microphone to Logan Jones? That was hilarious. He
looked
like
good, though. He had the suit on?
Was 11. No, he was sharp. He just looked like he was 11.
Well, yeah. So
can he stand on a phone book?
My grandma used to drive on a phone book. She
Listen,
used to sit on one.
No, this isn't a joke. I used to do Big Red Zone with Thor Trip. This is how long I've been doing it.
Yeah.
This dude, after like 7 weeks, was like, hey, this is going to sound awkward, but I have this thing you can stand on. Do you mind?
It's like an Apple box.
I was like, wow. I know what Shane feels like sitting on a phone book.
Yeah, my grandma legit used to drive on a phone book. She used to sit on it. And
Shane,
I was
when you get your hair cut, do they put you in a booster seat?
No, they just raised the seat up. I mean, they got hydraulic lifts and all that kind of stuff.
He was like holding the microphone up. I was like, oh, that's cute. But I can't say that with Rico because he's older than I think.
That's okay. You can say whatever you want to Rico. It's fine.
I just was like, okay.
Speaking of that, so there was a photo that went out yesterday of Jeep Wade with an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
And
Jeep Wade is recruiting his ass off, which is
terrific. That's what we want him to do.
I have
got good old Jeep up there.
Jeep Wade here today.
So I saw the picture and I go,
dang,
is that often
Kobe has a potty mouth.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think that was unnecessary.
No, Kobe's have you not watched him the last year? Dude is a walking expletive.
He comes in hot.
Don't he? It's game day. You know he's wired.
Oh yeah, got to.
Kobe, you having a watch party at the house?
But Jeep's
I know he ain't serving guacamole.
or mayo, apparently. No, but I see this picture and I go offensive line. I was like, oh, he doesn't look that big. And then I kind of looked at the picture closer and I was like, oh no, that's a full grown man he's standing next to that he's looking like a child.
He is. They're out recruiting. I mean, they went from coaches convention to.
They got a. I don't know how much you care about crystal balls, but they got a crystal ball and a D lineman.
Yeah, Berman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that's a pretty good one.
Way good.
Yeah, yeah. That'd be a good get late in the class.
Way good. That's Manning. That's a Roy Manning influence.
He's a guy he's got a good recruiting reputation too, doesn't he?
I think he is again, I told you this was early. And I'm only I don't know, what's 4 times 60? I'm only 4 hours into really talking. It's like only 4 hours of real talk time.
To Manning?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he seems sharp.
Apparently Satterfield was at Joe Good's high school.
Yeah, second recruit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason Ahmad Hudson might come here.
Yeah.
Every time somebody's like, oh, we got to get rid of Sat. And I was like, do you want Ahmad Hudson or not?
Hey.
Because I would like Ahmad Hudson.
That dude can recruit.
For basketball and football purposes.
Yeah.
You think Luke Lindemeyer turned into a good tight end just by accident?
Hey, Kobe said, let's not skip over the fact that Jeep had on slacks and cowboy boots. Hey, that's Jeep.
I don't know how much Jeep gives a bleep, you know?
Very, very few.
He seems...
Toot, toot, hey, Jeep.
There's a lot
toot,
of like...
Toot, hey, Jeep.
I don't know what we're doing right now.
Having a moment.
Okay. There's a lot of offensive line people, coaches, like former offensive linemen. I'm just like, yeah, they don't give a what.
Hey, I'm beginning to think I need a different name for 42-45. Carroll is not a Carroll. Carroll seems more like a Carl.
Oh.
My man said, sorry if it's a woman still, but he said stays holding. That is a dude term. Who are you logging in under, Carroll?
I like Carroll.
Me too.
People stay hating on SAS development. Get out of here with that. Preach, Carroll.
Could be a significant other's account.
I'm sorry. What's the word?
Jay Sadi,
Hamburger.
He was on the field. I can't make Dylan Raiola or TJ Lateef throw him the ball.
What's Sadi? What'd he say?
He said Lindemeyer also got put on a milk carton. He played basically every snap. I can't make somebody throw him the ball.
Yeah, see, I don't understand that. It's almost and
Satterfield's not calling the plays.
And he's a sports guy. Like he knows how this goes, but when it fits the narrative, like you can't tell the guy who to throw the ball to.
And even if you do, you could tell him what play to run. It seems like he wasn't running them half the time anyway. So what are we gonna do?
But we got to take care of him, though.
Who?
He actually came in here to eat last year.
Who, Sadi?
Yeah.
Sade?
He's one of those guys I had to sneak by a meal for because if I asked him, he wouldn't let me. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this little dude. That family looked pretty. Yeah, they sat right over under the window.
I just never understand, is that a criticism of Sat? Of like, well, he didn't get the ball.
Do you know what it is? He's a Millard South guy, so you guys probably got.
Like, oh, he doesn't like me at all. We've hashed that out on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just like, well, I've never cared for you, and I was like, well, at least we're on the same page.
Oh no, that's how he talks.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's it. He pulls zero punches.
I mean, I got no disillusions.
That's funny.
People that like me. The people that don't.
Yeah, I bet you he's not. He doesn't look anything like you think either.
I've actually never thought about that. How he looks.
There's
some people I kind of like have a picture.
Little guy, goatee. Kind of looks like he could maybe be on a skateboard.
Okay, like 90s skater.
But yeah, he knows this. But yeah, you don't mess around.
Joe Good says my issue was red zone targets. Yeah, I would have liked to see.
So that's the whole offseason, you guys.
I would have liked to see the tight ends, who I think are very good.
That's the whole offseason.
Get targeted in the red zone.
On offense is scoring touchdowns in the red zone.
Absolutely.
Like that's the whole self-scouting thing. You change that, you change your offense dramatically.
Yeah, absolutely.
You start scoring more touchdowns. Just give me I put this number out last year and they didn't get it.
No.
But you need about 2.5 points more per trip inside the 20.
Yes.
And you'll be cooking with some real
peanut
extra
oil?
Virgin olive oil. Does peanut oil have a high smoke point?
I don't know. People always say, oh, we're cooking with peanut oil now. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. But I also don't cook, so I don't know.
I don't know about the smoke point in peanut oil.
I know olive oil.
If I had my druthers and I was just going to be fat, I would cook like fried chicken in peanut oil.
Dude, peanut oil is good.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I know,
mean,
like
not that I have anything against.
I mean, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Obese people, it's fine. I used to. It's fine. Sometimes I talk too much.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's right. That is a sharp G-Funk thing. I used to see. Now we're cooking with peanut oil.
Oh yeah. The I think there's.
What time is it?
It's 7:45. We're all right. Jake said, is that really that good of a tight end coach if he couldn't develop a QB into a tight end in 1 year?
I've been through this. Was that the smoke point?
That's 450. I think Tim got us with the 450. Is that peanut or
no?
Olive.
I believe him.
Probably. I think he's a chef.
Wait,
or like
Sean, why is avocado oil the way to go? There's no way. I'm using coconut oil. We did shrimp in coconut oil.
Joe Good says he uses coconut oil.
Yeah, I'm and it, you know what? It's a clean burn. It actually smells good.
Avocado or coconut
oil.
Oh yeah, it burns clean. Asian Wyatt says grape oil has high smoke point.
Yeah,
I've never used grape oil.
So a lot of people use grapeseed oil when they skillet.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't stink up the whole.
Oh, you don't get the
smoke
in the whole house.
He's dead on the grapeseed oil.
Tim says 450 is peanut oil.
No, I knew what he's talking about.
Yeah. Beef tallow is an old new trend, though.
We're trying to collect enough beef fat to make our own tallow.
Dude, tallow is great, but it was the thing everybody used, and then it got demonized as causing heart disease, and now it's back again because apparently we don't care if we have heart disease, or maybe it never caused heart disease. Nobody really knows.
So, Jack, what you're saying is that is a pretty high smoke point? He said that's the only thing he cooks with.
That sounds like
very Jackish.
Yeah. I only cook with peanut oil.
I'm telling you, man.
I got Shane there. You hear that?
Yeah, laughing again. I'm going to find my way to Tennessee. I'm going to send some pictures this summer and be like, what is this dude doing out there in the sticks?
I mean, you like going places, man. You like going odds and ends. And
I get tired.
That's going to be when you find out how to
I already booked my weekend with Brett after state.
Healthily
wrestling.
Isolate. Yeah. You're going to go sit on a porch with Jack. And
should I not have told you that? I feel like you're using that against me.
No, I'm trying to help. As I always do. You're going to be sitting on a porch with Jack somewhere, and you're both just going to be like, I'm tired.
I get tired.
So we were coming back. I don't know where we were. It was just Caleb and I. Oh, we were coming back from Nebraska City. And we were looking at houses and stuff. And
I do like sesame oil, Wyatt.
No, sesame oil is
so
fire.
So good.
Sesame oil is.
It is strongly flavored, though. So you have to.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking drops.
Yeah. You have to be careful what you use it in and how much you use it.
So, it's not the secret ingredient, but it is a hidden ingredient in my Korean.
Yeah, in
my Korean barbecue.
In Asian food, it's a deal. It's a game changer.
Yeah, I can convert cheap things like country ribs into a nice Korean barbecue.
Big country ribs guy?
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
very versatile.
I need to go. There's a new Korean,
very versatile
Korean chicken place I need to go to.
The one I talked about yesterday?
No, well, that one too. But there's one I've been trying to get to for a while that I haven't got to yet.
Is it just fried chicken?
I think so.
Is it BBQ?
Yeah, like 132nd Center.
Oh yeah.
Is that one good?
Been there, done that.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't get real fancy.
Yeah.
Apparently in that I don't know if it's a culture thing, but apparently
in that culinary styling,
like the cheese dust is a thing. Like, don't do that.
Oh, I don't want cheese dust on there. I don't think.
Like, don't do that. It's like, brothers made up the whole lemon pepper thing.
I'm not a lemon pepper guy either.
I don't get that either, but I mean, whatever.
You know what's funny? So I don't know why I thought of this. So my mom was doing. She does the mini.
Wait, and their pretend bit last night in the group text, was there a food segment?
Oh yeah.
Was that D. Marino?
It was shrimp scampi though.
God, he's freaking nailing it.
So I was helping my mom. She does the mini crossword puzzles on the New York Times Games app or whatever.
Of course she does.
And so I was helping her, and she's like, "This city." One of the clues she didn't know was this city is known for its lemon pepper wings, and I was like, Atlanta.
Yeah,
and she's like, "Why do you know that?" And I was like,
"Because you follow the NBA."
That's exactly. Mm-hmm. Who was the guy that got? Was it? They got in trouble going back to the bubble because he went to Magic City to get, and he's like, it was just for lemon pepper wings, and they're like, I know that sounds like made up because it's a strip club, but legit, they got the best lemon pepper wings in the city.
Yeah, it wasn't Lou Williams.
That's who I thought it was, but
was it Lou Williams?
I thought it might have been Lou Williams. That's the name I thought of. It's weird that we both thought of him if that's not it.
Lou Williams, Jamal Crawford. I was gonna say one of those guys, but I don't. You know what I mean?
I think like one of the 6-man high volume scorer guys. That's what
Dude,
I
want to.
I think it was Lou Williams.
Yeah, but I have Lou Williams on the brain because I just watched him on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. Which, by the way, you get on me about TikTok.
What'd I do?
Being on at weird hours.
Oh yeah.
Did you see what time Sasha's text came?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok.
She knew you were up.
It was a group text. It wasn't just me.
Yeah, it's fine.
I was like, it's 5 o'clock. Why are you just? Were you just here with the phones again?
I think she was here late last night.
Or did she put that thing on a timer?
She does that sometimes. She'll schedule stuff because she'll think to send something at it and do that, and then she'll schedule it.
So then I had my phone, so I'm talking to MK about Sam's interview yesterday, which apparently blew everybody away.
Rico says they call him Lemon Pepper Lou.
Yeah, it is Lou Williams. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the name that immediately popped in my head. So if it immediately popped to yours too and it wasn't him, that'd be weird.
Yeah, Lou Williams was telling a story of why he used to hate Stephen A. Smith because he said when he was drafted, Stephen A. Smith said the Sixers wasted a jersey. He said he never forgot that. Like he stayed petty with it.
Yeah. I can appreciate that.
But then he said it took him X amount of years to finally run into
Stephen A.
And then like they hashed it out and Stephen A. apologized, so he's like, all right, I'll rock with you.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, if you get the apology, what else are you going to do? I mean, you can stay mad forever if you want to, but...
You seem like the latter. Is an apology good for you?
Most of the time, if I think they mean it.
Huh.
Like, I don't know. I feel like my BS detector is pretty high.
Once upon a time, didn't you think Kobe was at one point nice?
No, he didn't like me early, so he was more riding with you. Now he kind of flips back and forth a little bit, but still mostly rides with you.
Yeah. I don't know if we could.
He stays on it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's pressing.
I'm telling you, it's a Michigan-Nebraska thing.
Yeah, people are
on edge.
People are on edge. It's the first top 5 matchup in Nebraska history. We don't like the line.
No.
I'm glad it's early though.
It'd
be miserable sitting around till 8 o'clock waiting on this.
Yeah,
one.
that's like, Shane? Did you get any snacks? You got peanuts, cashews?
I got some apple slices.
Oh, Kobe's in on me as of now. Yes, let's go.
Trying to be a little bit healthier instead of potato chips.
He says hating Stephen A. Smith isn't a bad shout.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at. That's
fair. It's a good take to not like Stephen A. Smith.
Unlikable.
But yeah, for the most part, like if I think somebody apologizes and they like mean it and is genuine, like I'll generally let it go. I may not trust them, but I won't stay like people are like big forgive and forget. Like I'll forgive, but forget's probably not happening.
Well, I've said this forever. Take it from a guy that's made a ton of mistakes. Forgiveness can be immediate. Trust is a progression.
I would say forgiveness and trust are also not the same thing, right?
Like those are two different.
Like I can let it go in my heart and still not mess with you.
You're what?
I can let it go in my heart.
You have one of those?
It's 3 times too small, but it's there.
Little 10-manish. Can I ask another question though?
Always.
Before we get into hoops.
We got like 5 more minutes before we got to get off.
How are you not watching Arizona and BYU?
You know I have more than one TV, right?
I don't. It's maddening that was even on the table to split.
No, it wasn't split. They're separate TVs.
You can go back and get tennis.
You can go back and get basketball too. I can go back and get anything as long as I get it done before this morning.
I mean, I like tennis, but you're doing too much.
I more than like tennis. Like the majors are a thing that I get very, very excited about. I'm going to watch them as much live as I can watch them. I'm going to watch them.
They don't compete because it's 100 and some odd degrees and you're rocking with that?
No, I'm mad about the center thing. He got bailed out. That's stupid. And you're here yesterday and you're like, it's 118 degrees. What do you want me to do? I was like, I want him to keep playing.
So this is weird, and I can't say that I've ever been to Australia, although I would like to see some great whites off the Cape.
And Kobe's right. That game sucked for like 37 minutes.
It was total trash.
It was trash for almost the entire time. And my guy, AJ DeBonsa, was just pooping all over himself.
So do you know enough for me to ask you this question about BYU?
Maybe. Go ahead.
Can they win a national championship?
No.
You said yes for this whole time.
Yeah, I've changed my mind.
And I would ask you, are you sure?
I was then. I'm not now. No.
They do some weird stuff.
They do, yes. They don't play.
Like they'd have to win 6 in a row.
So here's the problem. It's not that I don't think their ceiling is capable. It's that I have yet to see them play even 30 good minutes of basketball consecutively against a quality opponent.
Can I ask you another question?
Sure.
Today, BYU.
To this day?
Or Illinois?
Illinois.
Bizarro world.
Oh, I'm sorry that I learned new information and have changed my opinion.
Wow, don't need to be mean-spirited.
I know that's rare these days, but some people still do it. Let's talk to Jeff Smith.
Not even necessary.
The color analyst for Nebraska basketball, coming up next year on Hurrdat Sports Live.
Ooh-wee.
I mean, it's hard in this league because the league's really good, especially on the road. But obviously, we've had 2 nail biters at home as well. So I don't think there's a ton of separation between teams 3 and 11. So I think you're going to see a lot of close games and some head scratchers at times. But for us to get on a roll, it all starts in practice and our habits in practice and our consistency in practice. It's a little bit unique, yeah, because I just don't think there's Georgetown, Marquette are down there right now, and I think that there's a lot of talent on both those basketball teams. So you got to be ready every single game.
Yeah, we got punched in the mouth on Friday, and I just felt like all our guys went out there with a chip on their shoulder, ready to fight, and we came up short, but we learned a lot from this duel. We got a lot out of it, and I'm really proud of how everybody went out and fought.
I'm just super grateful that the fans that they're here, right? And in those moments, they definitely play a factor. I mean, you hear the stage going up and down, but no, yeah, it's electric. And I mean, at any point in the match, when you're going for a score or they're about to score on you and you might get out or something, you feel the fans, and I'm just grateful that they're here, and thank you to them.
Yeah, Manning was kind of preaching it to us. This is semifinals and finals at Big Tens and Nationals. That's what this weekend feels like, like this is the competition. We wrestled the number 4 team in the country, then the number 2 team in the country. So I think the biggest thing is just preparing our minds, right? I think it's easy, especially against Iowa, to get caught up in the moment. Things don't go our way. We start falling behind. Put your heads down, right? We really care about each other as a team. So when you see your friend perform poorly, it's hard to not let that weigh on you. But I think tonight we did a really good job. Again, just showing that resilience, hardening our minds, hardening our bodies, and preparing for our fight, right? We care about each other, but at the end of the day, it's an individual sport, and you got to own your minutes, got to own your match. So I thought we did a really good job doing that, and I hope that builds into March really well.
Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Yeah, again, it's going to take a very disciplined approach. I know it's going to be rocking in the Chrysler Center tomorrow, and we've done a pretty darn solid job to this point of fighting adversity, facing adversity on the road, and finding a way to compete, I guess, at a high level. And we've had stretches where it hasn't looked very good. Obviously, Indiana, you're down 16 at the first media. The other night against Minnesota, I just didn't like our spirit in that first half. And that being said, we found a way. We found a way to regroup. We found a way to continue to go.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Next Gen Male Medical. That's DB. I'm Ravi, Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. It's time to talk a little Nebraska basketball. We've got Jeff Smith, the analyst for the Husker Radio Network. Jeff, how are we doing this morning?
Great, fellas. How are you guys?
Coach, how are we doing, man? It's like
that's a sharp-looking quarter zip. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Team quarter.
You get a few perks doing this,
Hey, I'm still waiting. How'd you get in good so fast?
Well, Pat, the equipment guy's a Southeast grad, so I was in right away.
Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is.
This is so much fun for me, Coach, just because, I mean, listen, I was around early in your Danny Nee days, obviously. My nephew has a dad by the name of Derek Chandler. I affectionately dubbed you Schmitty. Just
right.
Because that's what the guys always call you.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, I've told this story twice since I've been back from Vegas. So I'm in the hallway. We're at the W. It's about 6:30. I'm waiting for a lift to go eat. And I hear this voice. It's like, hey, DB. And I look and I see this gentleman and his wife coming towards me. And he said, hey, you still doing this media bleep? I knew that's what you were going to do, man. How you been? So I get a little closer, Coach. It is one Carl Hayes.
Oh, Sco.
Exactly. And it's so cool, Coach, because unlike some of these other sports where we still kind of gatekeep and we have this revisionist history, he was all in on cheering for Nebraska basketball. Like no strings attached, no we used to do this or it's not like this or back in the day.
Yeah.
This was like a genuine fan. I had to tell you.
Yeah, I got to see him a couple of years ago when we brought that team back, and I hadn't seen him since '95, and man, that was so fun. What a great story he is too, coming from where he came from, and now he's running trucking companies, and his son's in athletics, and man, it was fun to catch up with him. And geez, you think about him too, 6'9", skilled, and he was a good one. But mentally, he had a long ways to go, and he caught up quick, and he was a really good player.
You guys used to just scour that Chicago. I mean, would you like to go back and start recruiting again, given how you guys? I felt like we're a little ahead of your time with Lincoln and Nebraska.
Yeah, I think we were. We did hit Coach Mitchum and Coach Bargan hit Chicago hard, and I think they knew the market was there for basketball. And I think Minnesota and Wisconsin are always areas that you can go get bigs too, and then they don't mind the cold weather, right? So, but Chicago is it's a quick flight, and you got great players there, and yeah, it was a good area for us.
Coach, let's kind of get on to your role this season. I haven't heard anybody say this yet. It's possible you might be the reason they're 20-0. You haven't, as far as I know, you haven't called a loss yet. Like, I'm wondering here, like, are you the secret sauce?
Oh no, I'm just along for the ride. We were sitting at dinner last night, and Coach Pat Monahan was sitting at our table, and he's undefeated too. So I said, I think you get a lot more credit than I do. I just happened to join in the right year, that's for sure.
Coach, we're like kind of kindred spirits, right? It's we did this. We got here with the network in an unconventional fashion. I almost had to. I remember asking Greg one time. It was my first or second broadcast, and I said, "Hey, is it okay to kind of be a fan, right?" And kind of got his blessing. He gave me a high five. He's like, yeah, cheer your brains out. I'm working with a total pro now, and Kyle, who's really good-natured and a pro's pro. You're a X's and O's, you're a guts guy, but you're caught up in this fandom and its hoopla. What's the balance for you to be an analyst, but to have fun too?
Yeah, that was one of my first questions, DB, was, can I be biased? How biased can I be? They said, hey, you do what you want. I loved hearing that because I am a fan, and KP loves to have fun. If he wants me to misspeak on purpose so he can just ride me the rest of the broadcast. So we have had a lot of fun. And of course, it's easy when you're winning. But yeah, I want to give some insights to maybe what the coaches are thinking, what's coming next, what adjustments they're making, just so that the fans with high IQ are interested. Yeah. But then I also want to make it fun and simple, and so they know what's going on, and they can kind of see it maybe a little bit if they're not watching it and listening. So it's a fine balance, but if you don't add some personality and some fun, I don't think we're quite doing what we need to do.
It's interesting. I was joking with Ravi earlier, making the transition. A total blessing. I got a chance to learn from and talk to and still pick the brains of guys like Kevin Kugler. I mentioned Kyle's professionalism working with Greg, where I had to make a transition to understand with the language that I use that they may not see what you're seeing.
Right.
But you have to talk as though you're painting this picture. Do you give that much thought, or does it just kind of roll with how you like to give descriptions?
I think it kind of rolls, but then as I'm doing that, I'm thinking, who's understanding this? How many are understanding this? Do I need to break it down a little more? Because I have to try to keep up with you in football. It's tough with some of the stuff you talk about. I'm I'm just kind of a football fan. So I consciously think as I'm speaking, okay, if I'm saying he's pushing up on that screen now, they change their coverage. Who knows what percent know what I'm talking about? So yeah. I maybe need to break it down a little more, but that as well as I do, especially in basketball, it's going so fast. I don't have time to explain that much. I get one chance to kind of explain it, and then we're on. Kent's elbowing me like, stop.
Wow. Hey, I want to know if he came off a pin down or something. Like, you can tell me. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, knock it off. I have to talk now.
Yeah. Can I ask you something here? Because there's talking about terminology and the way we describe things. It seems like sometimes we just decide there's new terms for things and that have existed forever. Like the one recently is everybody's talking about ghost screens now, right? It sounds super spooky. Oh no, they got ghost screens. When I was there, you called it slipping a screen, right? Like it's just slipping a screen. That's existed for all of time. For all of basketball. So when you're working on the terminology, how much of it is like, hey, this is what we called it with Danny Nee versus this is what I called it at Southeast versus this is what most people know it as versus this is the cool new.
Yeah. When you start using pin downs, right?
instead of away screen, what happened to away screen? Now it's a pin down.
Like, I'm just going to go screen away. Oh no, it's a pin down. It's the pin down.
Then these guys have their NBA language. So I'm trying to, what I do is Peyton Borders, the assistant, I had him in my class a few years ago. And then some of the other guys, I go to those guys. I don't mess with Fred and Nate and those guys. I don't bother them. But I'll go to Peyton or Justin or some of the other analytics guys, and I say, okay, coach is using this term, your MIG and your nail guy and your, so I kind of getting it, but their language is almost all new to me too. But as soon as they say it, I say, oh yeah, that's an away screen. Okay, I got you.
That's like. It's just a slip, man. We don't have to get all spooky terms on ghost.
Yeah, but now the slip is where you dive into the basket.
Yeah.
And the ghost is really a pick and pop.
Yeah.
So it's just got it. Once you get it, it's like, oh sure, yeah, that's simple, but it's the new language, and they have to. I think it must be required we change it every 3 years. Change that term.
That is so awesome. So why I'm excited. And I was like, oh, I don't really think anybody's got a chance to like pick his brain. I was like, Shane, we got to get Schmitty. So, but I want to ask you one technical question because think I'm listening the other day, and I've got my little guy in the car, and we're trying to run the errand over through halftime, right? It's Saturday, and you're coming back and you're talking, and there's a little bit of a delay, and so you guys are filling time. KP is not happy that it's taking too much time, and he's like, I don't know. Do we want to take a break? Do we not take a break? At that time, like I know, it's like, oh man, like Josh will let you know. What's Josh saying? And because so when you're on the broadcast, you got guys in your ear, you've got a partner. I think I love his Josh Hilkeman is who I'm talking about. I love the calmness, the direction. He's like this smooth maestro, right? That's conducting chaos. How appreciative are you to work with such pros like at the network that really help with the overall production of the broadcast?
Oh man. In fact, I was such a rookie at the start of the year. I'm like, Josh, please don't be afraid to talk in my ear. Please tell me if we're going to a break.
He's so good.
Yeah, he is. And that helps you a ton. And you got to be able to multitask a little bit, as you know, but man, it's a blessing that he can be in your ear and tell you what's going to happen or what we should be doing. And especially my first couple games, like, please talk to me as much as you want.
It's funny. It's like, I think I'm good with numbers, but his ability to count backwards, to foreshadow, to work a 2-minute segment, 6 segments down. And it's just like, it's definitely a skill.
Oh yeah. And then we can, like, if we're talking like, who was the last guy that did this, some record, he'll look it up and have it to you in 30 seconds, and you can get it on the air by the time you're back from the break.
Yeah. Shout out Playfly. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Jeff. So I want to get into this team a little bit more.
Okay.
You mentioned you like to talk to some of the analysts and some of the guys a little bit lower down on the food chain than Fred and Nate. I'm curious, when those guys, was it preseason? Was it some point in the season when they started to feel like, hey, we don't just think we can be pretty good. We think this team can be actually special.
I think it was this summer. I'll tell you what, guys, I went to 2 practices, and I'm texting my brothers. I'm texting some of my coaching buddies, and I'm like, this is different. There's depth. There's length. There is. I have always felt Fred Hoiberg at Nebraska. We've always gotten open looks. I don't care what his team was made up of. Guys were always open, in rhythm. We just didn't have enough guys to make them. This summer, I saw Sanford hardly missing in practice. At the time, Asijan was shooting really well. Jared Garcia was making shots. Oogie was making shots. Rink wasn't missing. I'm like, we got Jamarcus, unbelievable. I said, we got guys all over the floor that can shoot the ball. And this is exactly what Fred needed. It fits his system to a T, and you could see it this summer. And then Frager bursts on the scene in practice, and I'm like, okay, I want to see him do it in games still, Then in games, he does the same thing. He looks just like he does in practice. And I was excited. I know they were quietly optimistic and excited. They're not going to, say too much, but you could see it. They could feel it. And I don't know if they could feel 20-0, but they could feel some good things happening.
One of the reasons I think makes you so good, Schmitty, I am so appreciative of like your skill sets, because sometimes you want to know as much as you can know. And then there's sometimes it's like, ooh, do I know too much? Right. With all the local flavor, the in-state guys, like, a ton. You're around the basketball landscape and you're watching these guys perform. Does it happen where you're like, in your head, you're thinking, ooh, didn't see that coming, or wow, this is unbelievable, or this development, but you're saying something completely different because your frame of reference is, your Rolodex is bigger than most of the people that you're talking to?
Yeah, sometimes that happens. I like I said, you've got that voice in your head and hopefully you're not misspeaking because you're thinking so much as you're talking. I don't know if that happens to you.
Oh, it used, yeah, quite a bit.
But yeah, that and this team is so connected. They're I don't know what you want to call it. They're in sync so well, and they know exactly what each other are going to do. And sometimes as an analyst and as a coach, I'm even surprised on how quick their rotation is. They do these, and there's stuff. I coached for 38 years, guys, and there's stuff that Coach Lenzer and Coach Hoiberg they do defensively. Again, NBA level stuff where they're doing these switches 15 feet apart where the guy doesn't even look behind him, but he knows that helper is there, that MIG guy, they call it, and they'll switch that. And I'd never seen that. So I'm learning, I'm blown away sometimes on the level that they're teaching and the cerebral power of this team, which obviously is making one of the big differences of their game.
I'm going to get to the specifics here in a second with Michigan, but on the surface, what is it about this team from a coaching perspective when you're watching it happen as an analyst real time where they know and they're not afraid to get the ball to whomever has the hot hand? Like, they're very quick to see who may be the guy, right? Whether it's, right. I mean, it was Garcia 3 weeks ago. It's been Sanford. It's been, Sam in the first half against Minnesota. It's clearly been Rink. It's been Frager down the stretch. What is it about this team and their kind of that chemistry you're talking about that allows them to get it to feed the hot hand so quickly?
Well, it helps when you have a coach's kid on the team that knows exactly what they want. The experience of Jamarcus and Sam and Cale Jacobson's right there with them. They have such great leadership on this team with those three guys I mentioned plus Rink. I go watch practices, and sometimes the coaches don't even have to say anything because those guys are directing on the floor when they're running through sets or they're working defensively. They're telling those guys, the new guys especially, what they should be doing. It's unbelievable. But I was blown away too when I asked Fred, this was a few weeks ago. I said, it looks like when Price gets going, you just come back and run sets for him. He goes, we have sets for Price. If he's in the right corner, left corner, right wing, left wing, top, I have a set that I can call, and the guys know we're going to run for him for wherever he ends up on the floor on the break. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Another one I'd never heard of. And like I said, I thought I knew a little bit about basketball, but sometimes these guys make me feel really small. But they've taught that. Coach Fred's taught that. And these, again, you can't discount in basketball or sport intelligence. And these guys have it. And I think we won a lot of early games because we're a together team and we knew our system with Jamarcus coming back and Rink coming back in and Sam being there for 4 years and Cale knowing 5 positions on the floor. And they are miles ahead. Now, some of the teams are probably starting to catch up, but we've been miles ahead of team play and execution and fundamentals as a team. And that's helping us win a lot of games.
So, Jeff, as you talk about that, one of the things, and I don't want to at all fast forward past tonight or this season in general, but one of the things that I think about is what does that look like with future groups of guys, right? Because I think you're right. The connectedness and the togetherness of a team can be a superpower in today's college sports where you have so much turnover and so many one-year guys and make a stop here and then I move on to there. How sustainable, or how do you think you can get sustainability out of that model when the chemistry is at such a high level of importance?
Yeah. Is this kind of what you're asking, Robbie? Is this a special year that we can't do this again a little bit, right? You think about that. You've got to recruit and retain some high school kids. Mm-hmm. You've got to make very quick but very good decisions on portal guys. You got to do some quick research and see if they have that character you want and that cerebral ability that you have to run this stuff. And then I asked Coach too. I did ask him a question a couple of days ago. I said, so if we're looking at a lot of these teams that have 14, 15 new players, do they really have to simplify? Because Coach runs a lot of stuff. I mean, I did ask him, I said, how many sets do you end up with by the end of the year? He couldn't answer me. He looks at his analytics guy and says, what do you think? But he can do that with this team. But I think he even said, yeah, next year, by next year, we're losing Sam and Rink, we'll probably have to simplify our system a little bit. And I think that's something that all coaches are probably looking at is can we teach this? How much can we put in incrementally as the season goes? It's probably they probably have to pare it back.
All right, let me ask you one more philosophical question before we actually get to Michigan. Listen, it's your fault for having range, so I'm going to blame you for being smart. So, you know, it's easy in a position like yourself. 20 years locally at doing a high school thing. You had the pre-existing experience with Nebraska. I think you started. I think I was a sophomore, so maybe 88, somewhere around there. But
yep, that was it. Yep, you were running the ball.
You know a ton about the in-state stuff.
Yeah.
You're watching Sam. You're watching Frager. You're watching Cale Jacobson. You know how integral they are.
Yeah.
But how fine a line is it for you to walk that not all in-state is great state? There's a certain level of importance to it. And there's a balance there, right? It's like,
yeah,
I told you. And then it's like, you're not going to get everybody. And everybody's not going to work. What's that been like as you watch it evolve?
Well,
they had Bynum on campus 13 times before he goes to Columbus, right?
I know, and I see
Nate gave it his all.
When we play, Nate gave it, and he's still upset about it because that kid, when we go play Ohio State, and maybe get off subject here a little bit, that kid would fit perfect in Nate's defensive system. And
I mean, he's a walking 9-9 guy in Columbus.
He is, and his motor's unbelievable. He's another kid that you can see he cares about the game and he cares about playing the right way before how many he gets. I pray he transfers back, but you never know. But anyway, I want Nebraska basketball to be in a position that if they love this Nebraska kid, they have a chance to get him. They're in position that kids want to come and play for these coaches and develop like we see Sam develop, and we've already seen Frager develop in one redshirt year.
How about Cale?
Oh my gosh. But I want to see that we can be that school that if we decide to go on them, like you said, you can't take them all and you're not going to get them all either. But if we can get those kids that are so important to keep home, because that heart that they have for Nebraska is, as you know, like your son, is irreplaceable. And when Sam, the other Sam from East, why'd I go blank on his last name? Help me.
Griesel.
When Sam Griesel came back, I thought that flipped the program, to be honest with you. That one guy showed the guys how important that program was to him. And then Sam Hoiberg comes in and does the same thing. And then Cale Jacobson comes in and adds to that. And now Frager, those kids care about the program. They care about their home state school. And if we can just continue to build that, Omaha can provide so much, and Lincoln can provide so much for us. Look at the kids, obviously, we've talked about that we've missed out on. And Bynum's another one. But I just want to be in position that we can get the Terrence Badgetts and the Eric Stricklands and the all those guys if they're available, and when those good classes,
Hawkeye, Andy Woolridge,
and Andy could have stayed here and been really good too. It was just kind of a with Jerron too much at once kind of thing, But yeah, I when those great classes come through, like this recent one we had just a little run on too, it'd be really nice for Nebraska to get some of those guys.
As connected as you are with the high school guys, do you just want to stop? I mean, Cale was it wasn't easy to see winning program. He was kind of the guy, the coach's son. Like Cale, you can kind of see. Sam, you could kind of see, right?
Yeah.
How do you just want to stop sometimes and say, you know what, Braden, I am so proud of how of kind of where you like just like a proud attaboy moment.
Yeah.
But you still got to do your job, right? It's like, but it's hard not to.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're very proud. I'm telling you, these guys have coached these guys up. I mean, I thought Sam could definitely help this team, right? But he's gotten better every year, and I would not have projected him as a starter that's leading the team in defensive rebounding and second in the nation in assist to turnover ratio. Are you kidding me? So that's a great job of coaching, but it's also just an unbelievable work ethic on his part. But yeah, there is some definite pride that, Lincoln kids are getting developed that can play at this level, and Frager maybe looking at freshman of the year and almost in the Big Ten, or at least a candidate.
Jeff, let's get to Michigan real quick here. Yeah. I know a lot of people have been talking about, their size and their length, and Michigan, you look at the analytics and Michigan can be kind of a big, scary team, but I think there's places Nebraska does have some advantages. As you look at this matchup, like, where do you look at and say, like, hey, Nebraska might be able to make a little hay in these spots?
Yeah, the Mara kid's big. He's 7'3", but 7'3" sometimes on the other end, you get him away from the rim, and sometimes that can be – Wisconsin kind of took advantage of that. I think Rink has to make shots for us to win this game. I think it'd be nice if Bearcake could hit a couple too. I think the bigs – that's why Wisconsin beat him. Their bigs made threes. They picked and popped Mora, and he couldn't recover quick enough, and they had to change their coverages. But so I think we can, and I also think we can attack him off the dribble if he's willing to come out of the paint. If we can get him out of the paint by making some shots and setting some on balls and making him play those, I think we can take advantage of that some by getting some threes and maybe getting into the paint, not necessarily finishing at the rim, but getting into the paint, because we know how effective those spray outs are. I think that obviously they're an elite fast break team, and if they turn us over, we're in trouble, especially live ball turnovers. We have to take care of the ball. And we've done a great job of that. I think we're averaging 9 turnovers a game. That's unbelievable in the Big Ten. So we got to take care of that. We got to rotate, and we've done a good job of rotating back. So we got to continue that. If we can score a little bit and make them take it out of the net, that always helps. But take away the break. They haven't been shooting the ball great lately. I think the way we protect the paint gives us a chance too, that if we can make them shoot over a hand and work our butts off again to keep them off the glass, there's another area that I think our defense can be effective against them.
So this is a really interesting matchup when Nebraska's on defense, right? Because Michigan can go small too. They can play 3 guards. And with Cadeau, I'm a Carolina honk.
Yeah.
Gales Jr. got the strong frame. He finishes in the paint. How about the kind of the sneaky matchup with the strength and the movement of the backcourts as you watch how Nebraska likes to play the no middle with the rover versus how Michigan's guards are big and strong as they kind of work around the paint too?
Yeah, the thing that's probably hurts us the most is that middle penetration, that quick penetration. Those short rolls hurt us in the last game a little bit. Obviously, it hurts anybody when they get the ball in the middle floor. But Illinois started bully balling us right down Stojakovic, right down the lane. These big guards can do that to you.
Braswell has some Gale Jr. to him too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That's definitely a concern. These guys will also, when they get in a game, and it's crunch time, they're also going to ISO Johnson and Yaxel. They're going to put them on an elbow. They're going to fake a handoff on a little rub, and then they're going to square up on you. That could be tough on us too. And you talk about all this physicality with these guys, which they have, but we haven't been totally overwhelmed. We've been a little tougher than we look, I think. We don't look overwhelming, but we've, older guys, some kind of that older man strength, that they have.
That sounds a lot like Burke. Like, I watch him and I'm like, he's tough. He does some, he's kind of got the antics and he's a little loosey-goosey. I don't worry about his toughness at all.
No, and Price is kind of the same way. He looks like
he's mean-spirited. I love
he
Price.
is, and Jamarcus will not back down, and we know Sam, the little bulldog, ain't going to back down either. So, yeah, we have that toughness, but I do worry about teams that if they can get into the lane on us, that's given us problems. So we got to be as strong as heck defensively there.
I watched Price with ETG in the summer for a long time, and then we played against him too. And that's the least surprising thing ever, is that this guy does not blink, and he's certainly not going to back down. He's pretty cold-blooded.
I know, and people say, well, I didn't know he could do this and that, and shot fake and finish and all this and go in the paint. Well, he just didn't get a chance to. I talked to him the other day. I happened to sit by him on the plane, and he's like, I did that my whole high school career. That was my game, and it's very complete, but he just didn't have a chance to show it. So it's the freedom that Coach Hoiberg's given him, and the system he's put him in. Plus, he earns it because he never stops moving, and he never stops reading screens, and he screens well to get open sometimes too. So, just fantastic offensive player, and he fits perfectly in this system.
You were around some guys that could get it off in a hurry, right? They could stroke it. Where do you put Price in terms of his ability to not only get his shot off, but those deceptively long arms that allows him to be cute around the rim too?
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of Piakowski a little bit.
I was gonna say that, but I don't know if we're ready to handle that emotion.
Yeah, I am. He's not as outwardly confident as Pike was.
He still is, by the way.
I know. Pike could miss 10 shots and the next one's in, and Price has a little of that in him too. He's never going to doubt himself. I think he is one of the quickest square up guys and then ball position guys I've ever seen. He gets that ball to the pocket. He usually catches it in the pocket if he gets a good pass, but he gets square before he does his work before he catches so well. He always catches with his shooting hand behind the ball, and his form doesn't change with speed. He can shoot it even quicker, but his form doesn't change. That is a special skill, and that is a lot of drill in his life from that. And he is. I have to compare him to Pike in that situation.
Fantastic stuff. Well, it's a nice debut, much like the start of your season with KP. well done, Coach.
Thanks for having me on, fellas. It's fun talking.
Appreciate it. We'll talk again soon.
All right. Sounds good.
Best wishes tonight, Coach.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm just along for the ride.
That's Jeff Smith. He's the basketball analyst for the Husker Radio Call on the Husker Radio Network. We're going to switch right over to some more hoops.
Quick transition.
With our guy, John Fanta, who's got NBC Sports. He's got Peacock. He's all over the place. John, how we doing?
Good morning, guys. Good morning. It's a huge day in the state of Nebraska. Wow, top 5 showdown tonight. That's just incredible, and so happy for that fan base to have this night ahead and to be center stage in college basketball, and rightfully so at 20-0. Unbelievable.
John, it's so cool. And it kind of reminds me of the first thing I was talking to Coach Smith, right? He was on campus coaching at Nebraska in the early 90s, the same time I was going to school. And I was just kind of hearkening back to his journey doing what he does. Do you remember way back when you're kind of nestled in Omaha, you're getting ready to do a broadcast? We bring you in studio as kind of this analyst, kind of quirky, very entertaining guy. And I watch you now, and it's like it is incredible how fast and how far it's happened for you. You stopped to smell the roses yet, or are you just kind of taking it all in? New daddy, this is crazy that we started in this little itty bitty studio 6-7 years ago.
Well, Damon, I appreciate that, and it's always fun to talk with you. I just think that there's two things that you tell yourself on the journey, and that's humility and letting your work, speak for itself, and be kind to people. I think that those are the things that I really just try to tell myself in this. You have to take a step back, I think, in life, and relish in the different things that you do, and relish in the now, and realize like how fun it is, and how blessed I am to get to call this a job. You're right. We've got an 8-month-old at home, and you were talking to me when I was single, and nobody was going to go on a date with me. My goodness. I still can't believe somebody decided to. But it's just like I think,
like the Big Ten's got like 18,000 more teams since the first time we were talking.
Yeah, exactly. There's been a lot of expansion. There's been all kinds of things. So it's Bill Snyder was still coaching when we were talking. I mean, your favorite guy. No, I like it. I think it's amazing to be on the journey, and you relish the journey, and the life stuff of dad and husband's more important than any result of a broadcast or a game. But I'm really grateful that people have believed in me, because that's what it takes in this industry. And you've got to, sometimes the ball has to roll your way, if you will. But I'm really lucky, and I appreciate you saying that.
John, we'll get to hoops here in a second, but I gotta say, as as somebody that we saw you early, like DB was saying, I just want people to know that, like, I saw you call some of the most niche and obscure sports on like, that's one of the things I respected so much about you, is you took every single I think I saw you
That's
call.
why we tried to get Shane to grab him. I'm like, this guy's personality is incredible.
I think I saw you call.
Basketball was the byproduct.
I think I saw you call bowling at one point. I think I was like, you were on Big East Digital Network doing like soccer games. Like, I was blown away. I was like, this dude takes 0 days off.
That's a great point.
And like, I was just so impressed by the work, because I know a lot of people probably like, oh, you get to NBC Sports, where'd this guy come from? Overnight success. Look at this. And I was like, no, this guy took every single opportunity to get here. So just like a ton of respect to you for that.
Well, say yes. Whenever somebody says to me, what advice can you provide? It's those same things. It's number one, say yes to any opportunity when you're at the stage where you need to be saying yes. Mm-hmm. And, some people say, well, what if I have to say no? I say, well, look, life has circumstances, and that you can't control everything in your life. But if you can say yes, you can say yes more than no, in terms of when you get offered an opportunity. You can be nice to the people around you, right? And my parents always said, you can control how hard you work. And nobody else can control that. There's no excuses for that. So those are the three things that I look at on this journey. And then there's things that are beyond your control, guys.
Yeah.
That are going to happen in this, but you just got to keep on keeping on. And that's why I'm so grateful, to NBC. I was grateful to have my first career opportunity on television was with Fox. They gave me a chance, and I'm grateful for my time there. But this has been a really cool chapter. And, when the lights came on November 1st and we were doing pregame for Nebraska and USC, I remember 5 minutes to pregame show, and I'm thinking to myself, exactly right. At one point it was Big East Digital Network doing tennis, golf, whatever paid the bills.
Yeah.
And now I'm teeing up, Matt Rule walking out of a tunnel on network television. And that's where you do say, like, that's a dream. It's a dream. I don't write that in a book, like, this is what I'm going to be doing in 5 years. You just say, hey, let's nail the next 5 minutes.
I almost want to. So I get it. We're going to preview the game tonight. That's the big one. I want to go back. I want to go back to the Big East here just for a second, just because we got so many guys in the stream. They're, Seton Hall's finest. They're talking about Bunny's Sports Bar in South Orange. And John FANTA being the man. I asked this to Ravi a couple of days ago. I'm curious to get your thoughts. Who's the second best team in the Big East today?
Well, it is St. John's, and it's because they have gone bigger with their lineups. They figured out their defensive backbone, being able to string stops together. I think Dylan Mitchell has been really instrumental in their rise. You know, this is a guy who played at Texas and Cincinnati. He's an SEC level athlete, and that's going to play well in the Big East, especially this year where the league is a little bit down. Mitchell, he could guard anybody, and that's what St. John's is doing. They're throwing him on different people. Zuby Ejiofor, guys, he's the only high major player to be leading his team in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. And I think their guard play, honestly, at one point in December, couldn't have gotten much worse, to be frank with you.
Well, they couldn't throw it in the ocean.
No. I mean, they couldn't throw it in the ocean. And, you know, what's interesting is they could throw it in the ocean like early in the season when they played Alabama, when they played Iowa State. So it's almost like Pitino recalibrated and was like, we got to defend. At the end of the day, my teams defend.
Yeah.
But then you lose your way offensively for a little while. Now they've kind of found a happy medium. They're not perfect. They're certainly different from last year's team, but I always thought that last year's team had an issue with shot making to a degree that it could cost them in the tournament.
Because they were going to shoot tough shots.
They were.
About all they could get.
It's all, you know, it's like, how are they settling for 18-foot mid-ranges?
Right, exactly. This team can make 8 or 9 threes and make it look a little easier than last year's team. Even though last year's team won 31 games, this team does have some more losses. They also played a harder schedule. I can't unsee the team that almost beat Iowa State and only lost the game by 1 out in Las Vegas. I remember that game, and I thought this team really has what it takes. But in that game, Osiah Sellers hit a couple of huge threes, and they got different contributions. They're going to go as far as, like, Ian Jackson has to be he's got to find a way to be consistent. He's been all over the place. They need the North Carolina transfer to deliver, but St. John's is the second best team in the league.
Okay, real quick on the Big East before we move over to the Big Ten. Where or how do you slot? I don't even know if I can give you 3 more.
You can with Nova,
Creighton, and
Prov.
That's why I was like, I don't know if I can get to 3 more. Well, who's the next 3 in the Big East after?
Probably Villanova, Creighton, and then depending on the day, Butler or Seton Hall would still be slotted in there. I mean, Seton Hall has lost 4 in a row. They've fallen into a rut. We'll see this week if they still have a pulse. They host Xavier and then they host Marquette. You're at home. You got 2 teams that you can beat.
What happened to Marquette? Jeez.
Well, he didn't go in the portal. He's good. He will go into the portal this offseason. He doesn't have a choice. It's tough. We all loved that he tried to do that. Everybody wanted it to work. It just hasn't worked. But people are like, well, are they going to get rid of him? Come on. They went to the Sweet 16 2 years ago. They won the Big East championship, regular season and tournament in his tenure, which is, he's on year 5. They'll be fine.
Kohler is currently getting buckets in the NBA too. That matters.
Yes, he is. Creighton still has a shot. Huge week for Creighton. Got to win tonight. No questions asked. And then, guys, the bubble is so soft. The bubble is so soft that it's not, and UConn is due to lose a game at some point. So Saturday night in Omaha is going to be the defining night of Creighton season.
All right. Big Ten. Let's start with slotting the order of the top 5. And does it have anything to do with what you think tonight's outcome is? Start with the top 5.
Well, tonight in Ann Arbor, I don't pay a ton of attention to the lines. I think it's a little bit disrespectful to Nebraska because I think Nebraska can mobilize Michigan's bigs, and Michigan defensively doesn't do a great job with mobile forwards, guys that can stretch the floor. That's what Nebraska has to use to their advantage because, if you remember with Wisconsin, they just Bilyaskis, he really was able to exploit Michigan defensively.
The second corner 3, I was like, are you kidding me? That start of that second half, I was like, come on, man.
Right.
They just kept on. They kept letting him shoot it.
Right. So, obviously the Braden Frager thing, you wish that he was fully healthy and whatnot, and that, he was part of your arsenal. But I would say the way that my top 5, reads, I mean, it's hard to take it from Michigan when they're 18-1 and they're top 3 in every single analytic. And then right now it's hard to, I would put Nebraska at 2 or 3. The only argument I would have is, if you want to put Illinois at 2 right now because they're coming off a win over Purdue, and guys, Keaton Wagler is unbelievable. I mean, this is superb. And when you combine him with the Ivisic brothers and Stojakovic and Mirkovic, Brad Underwood has assembled quite a roster. But Nebraska, they've earned the right. They've earned the right to be in the top 3 of this league. They haven't lost a game. And I still think they're getting disrespected by some people that are like, well, I want to see them do this. What else do you want to see?
You should have asked that to Jeff. He was driving me up the wall.
They've played 20 games. They've won every one of them. If they lose tonight by 8, we're going to panic? They're at Michigan. Enjoy tonight. I know Nebraska fans, obviously you're stressed about the game. You want to win the game. I get it. But your team is playing a top 5 game in college basketball. You're in the game of the night, maybe the game of the year. This is awesome. And you've got Price Sanford, and you've got Rink Mast, and you've got Jamarcus Lawrence who can get buckets and waves. They've got great balance. What they're going to need tonight is they can't – you got to box out, and you've got to find ways to, I think, make Elliot Cadeau work. Try to frustrate Elliot Cadeau, because if you frustrate him, he's the point guard, and he makes things happen for Michigan. He's definitely evolved quite a bit. So I think you've got to find a way to make him a little frustrated, because you saw at Carolina.
He can get impatient. That's for sure.
Exactly. Make him impatient, and maybe you settle into the game.
John, it's funny you bring that up, because Nebraska might have the most annoying player in the Big Ten and Sam Hoiberg on him.
I'm fascinated. But so here's the thing, John, and you've done the prep. If you're in Nebraska, and I get it the way that they can switch a ton, but Gales Jr., a big, strong, physical guard. We know about Cadeau. Who does Hoiberg guard first, in your opinion, to be the most effective for Nebraska?
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is Cadeau.
Okay.
It probably is Cadeau, because he's the guy who just makes them go with the tempo piece and with the ability to play make. I think there's a couple of guys that he could certainly pick up. Look, that's what makes Michigan dangerous. Mm-hmm. They could play through Burnett for some time. They could play through Roddy Gale for some time. They could play through L.J. Kaysen for a few moments. They're loaded. And I haven't even brought up Lendeborg. But Lendeborg, he's been dealing with a calf issue, and it kind of feels like they keep saying everything's fine, but you know how that goes, guys. He hasn't looked the same, to the same degree that he did earlier in the season. And then I say you got to rebound. You got to take smart shots against Michigan, because they lead the league in shot blocking. They're top 5 or 6 in the country in shot blocking. If you get deep and you just go up, your shot's getting blocked. It's not going to happen. It's just not. It's not for you. They're going to send that back in the third row. You've got to take smart shots, make smart decisions here to be able to get past them. And your floor spacing has to be elite. You have to hit at least 10 threes to win this ball game. The thing is, Nebraska can do that.
John, when you talked about earlier about mobilizing Michigan's bigs, I've been really curious as I kind of look at this matchup. Who do you think they put on Price Sanford? Because he is a player type and a body type that is sort of strange for Michigan's front court,
and you have to
chase him a ton.
Yeah. Well, they might have Yaxel Lendeborg there from a versatility standpoint, and because it's not going to be, I don't think it'll be Morez Johnson. It's definitely not going to be a Daimara. He can't chase Lendeborg around. I mean, it would look like me trying to chase down Benning. It'd be unbelievable. It'd be an unfair fight right there. We'd be running around all day. No, I mean, I think Lendeborg is going to be key to that matchup, Ravi. And I would think that, it's a great question because that is their issue. And you wonder if Dusty May throws in a wrinkle defensively at all or tries to do something different, knowing that that's been a bit of a wart with his team. I'll be very curious, but I would guess Lendeborg. I would guess Gale, even though he's not at 6'7", but he is a guy who embraces his role and is a willing defender. The other guy that he's at 6'5", the other guy that's an X factor to the game you'll see tonight is Will Cheddar.
He's like the Swiss Army knife.
He really is for them, and he would start on a lot of teams.
Yep.
He really would. He stayed committed to Dusty May. Their depth is their best trait. I mean, they are a really deep team. Now, look, Nebraska, they've got depth too, and they've got balance, and they share the ball really well tonight. Like, it's also one of those games where we've seen Jamarcus Lawrence have those spark moments in games where he just goes on. They can use that tonight. That's a key to the game.
I thought it was critical that he made a 3 late in Minneapolis because he hadn't really seen it go through. By he, I'm talking about Jamarcus. Hadn't really seen it go through at a high clip since Bloomington, where he always plays well. If you were going to give me an X factor in terms of somebody who's coming from off the grid offensively, Rink is easy to point to. He's got to score more than he's had the last 5 games, clearly with Price. But I think Lawrence being able – because he's a tough shot maker when he's going. They may need to make a couple of tough shots. Lawrence would be a key for me.
He is the key for me because in a game like this, you're going to get defended well. I mean, they have the best 2-point defense in the country, and they're number 2 in efficiency. And by the way, I'm scared out of my mind that you're asking me top 5 Big Ten teams, and I didn't say Tom Izzo, Michigan State. Because
I got another top 5 question too, and it's with coaching, so store that.
They're lurking. So if they're not top 3, it's only because Illinois beat Purdue and Nebraska's 20-0. They're damn fourth. I mean, there's no question about that. Is that like they are still really good. But yeah, Lawrence is key because Lawrence, when you're playing a great defense, at some point, you've got to have somebody who can be a game breaker offensively and say, I don't care how well you're guarding us. I've got it in my bag to make these types of shots. That's what you're going to need in a game like this. Nebraska has it. But Nebraska, this is where Fred Hoiberg and his staff's evolution on the defensive end of the floor is also key to look at in a game like this. Because if all you did was score, and take threes, which they can, they don't get phased if their shots are missing. That's what is the best trait of this team. There are so many teams in today's college basketball, all right, that let their defense be defined by whether or not they're making shots. Nebraska doesn't let that happen. Lawrence has to come up big, but they got to keep Michigan off the offensive glass. And yeah, make Michigan take threes tonight. Don't let them get just the easy touches to Mara and Johnson. And I also be interested to see if Hoiberg helps on Mara, or if he just says we'll give up the 2, but we're taking away the arc.
Yeah, well, they go down and dig. All right, so a couple of rankings here. Give me who you think is the best backcourt in the Big Ten. There are some tremendous tandems. And I'll even let you factor in a healthy Wesley Yates and Diallo if they're in the discussion, or, Illinois has got to get their backcourt healthy. But when you're just talking healthy backcourts, the Big Ten's got some fellas. Where would you start?
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, Purdue has Braden Smith, and he's still averaging almost 10 assists per game.
And it's weird, too, because Lawyer can't throw it in the ocean lately.
He can't right now. But you saying fully healthy, full go, all things considered, and I still really like C.J. Cox and Omer Meyer. It's hard to go against Purdue, even though they've dropped back-to-back games. They only turned the ball over 3 times on Saturday. And, you score over 80 points. It's one of the few times that Purdue has ever lost with those types of numbers. I mean, that they're not playing that poorly. They have Indiana tonight. I'm here in Bloomington. I'm very curious to see what happens tonight because Indiana's been up and down and all around. They don't have a quad one win, but they're on the bubble. I would say that Purdue would still be number one for me. And then from there, it gets interesting because Michigan State will say, well, we've got Jeremy Fears, and he's one of the best distributors.
Coming off a 17-17.
Yeah, coming off a 17-17. And is their shot making the best? No, it's not. But he's so good at initiating that you've got to consider that. And then it's like, well, Illinois, when Boswell, fully healthy, Boswell, Wagler, and then you kind of got like Mirkovic is sort of this combo. He plays, and Stojakovic is an incredible shot maker. It's hard to not put them in the top three when you're ranking out these backcourts.
Look at Nebraska's metrics, taking care of the ball, assisting over. So it's hard not to put those guys in the discussion just because, and they win.
The league, this is the Big Ten's best chance because of the multiple candidates to snap the national title drought. It really is. Like, and honestly, guys, it's time. This league's good enough to do it. The Big 12 stacked. It's fantastic. If you lose to Arizona in the title game, what are you going to say? You're not going to say it was a failed year, but get somebody in that championship game. The SEC is not what it was. The ACC has Duke, but nobody really else. The Big East has UConn, but doesn't have a great depth this particular year. If you're the Big Ten, you got to be in that championship game because your question just illustrates it. There's more than enough capable play.
That is John Fanta, the man, the myth, the legend. We appreciate you as always, John. We know you got to get rolling, but thank you so much for joining us. We'll talk again soon.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. And to those Husker fans, enjoy tonight's special. Great to be with you guys. I appreciate you both.
You got it.
That is John Fanta, NBC Sports and Peacock. He's in Indiana, as he mentioned tonight, for Indiana Purdue. So,
you gotta find a way to play through somebody other than DeVries.
Yeah.
And
I don't think he's got the roster he wants yet.
And he says foul trouble has plagued him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Tucker.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to play my Fanta intro. Can I play it here?
Yeah, it's your show. You do what you want.
That is huge. UConn, they keep rolling. That's 15 in a row for the Huskies. They just continue on. Arizona is 20-0. Nebraska, they're 20-0. Now Nebraska heads to Michigan this upcoming week. Folks, this sport, it is non-stop fun right now. That's that Cracker Barrel in the distance doesn't look too bad right now on a cold night.
Hey,
he's previewing basketball in front of a Cracker Barrel.
I'm just gonna say this. When I wanted him in studio, there were those that thought I was crazy.
No, John's great,
and people thought at the time it was just a bit. Remember that? And this dude, this dude held court.
Oh yeah, I think I was hosting the next show that day because I remember him being in there.
Yeah.
Although I think he came in a couple times.
He did
afterwards.
Yep.
So I was in there for one of them where he came in to the studio.
And I was like, how can I pass up $1 beer night, gentlemen? It was just like,
he's been the biggest advocate this side of Steve Lavin on $1 beer night here in Omaha.
Yep.
And I mean, like, obviously our careers are in very different places.
That was a great pull though with the digital network because that's kind of, he was just getting started. He didn't have a regular gig yet. He was digital sports with Big East when we brought him in.
I will appreciate a guy who just will, like he said, he said yes to everything because that's how you got to do it. And like that, I can appreciate that at a really high level.
Let me ask you something. My man MK was texting me. Well, he caught me because Sasha texted at Bella time going out in the morning. I was like, does that say message? I looked at it. So it's my guy MK. He was going back to the segment yesterday at 8.
Okay.
And he was talking about like the coaching prowess and Underwood and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where does the guy in Iowa City belong in that discussion?
This is.
I mean, it was a great segment. It was long, and I always appreciate Sam's time. We stretch him.
This is he lets us ask him anything, which not everyone will do, and he understands sometimes it's going to put him in some tough spots, and so I appreciate that about Sam. His willingness to just play along with us is terrific. I don't want to hyperbolize here. There's probably not a ton of coaches in the country I think are better at their job than Ben McCollum.
Like I felt like he kind of got glossed over.
I get that he doesn't have the resume at the Big Ten level yet to kind of be in the conversation with the guys we were talking about for this year. But if we're just talking about, I get to pick a coach of a program, and it's situationally, it'll depend, or I'm making a list of, hey, these are the guys that I think have the best chops in the game as coaches. It's not a long list before I get to Ben McCollum.
Do you know why I'm so high on Dusty May? And this wasn't to get pushback between May and Underwood yesterday with Sam. It was we forgot already because they've moved past that now with 3 bigs. But we watched Michigan last year play offense initiated by 2 bigs.
Yep.
Right, with Wolf. And I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And there weren't a lot of teams playing like that.
Nope.
And now he's evolved. And I think the craziest thing about tonight, it was a backhanded, not even a backhanded, it was an undercover brother compliment to Coach Hoiberg and his offense of sets. And you heard Schmitty say it. Well, they always get guys open. Now they just have guys. And so I used the Hurley example.
Mm-hmm.
The matchup between May and the staffs tonight is going to be fascinating.
Super high level. It's going to be.
That's about schematically?
About as good as you'll get.
That's about as good as it's going to get.
I would agree. And the thing that impressed me about May is you mentioned the evolution from last year.
You watched
to this
their
year.
offense that last year. We're like, God, this is tough. Like,
yeah,
he's running pick and pops with pick and rolls with bigs.
Yeah, big on big. And which is totally different than what he was doing at FAU. And it's, even though you're still running big lineups, it's totally different than what he's doing this year because Cadeau runs everything now. Like, his ability, that's one of the things I really admire about coaches, and that's why I talked about Sean Payton the way I did about pre-Denver versus post-Denver. If you can show me, like, hey, I can evolve, I can adapt, whatever you hand me, I can make the best of it, that's what really, really impresses me because there's a lot of guys that run a system. That's why Sean
we've seen
that's why
Payton
Sean
win
McVay's
with Aaron Brooks, Jeff Blake, Drew Brees.
He made Jameis Winston look like a starting quarterback. Like, that is a dude like Sean Payton.
Maybe Stidham just need to be a brother.
Sean Payton.
He was good with backups.
Drew Brees wasn't a brother, but
he was a starter. My point was
fair.
Plug and play when I need when somebody gets hurt.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he won some games with Taysom Hill. Like he is. So I have a ton of respect for Sean Payton. I have a ton of respect for Sean McVay because what he was doing when Jared Goff was here versus what he was doing when Matt Stafford got there versus what he's doing now.
The greatest accomplishment McVay did was he moved on the very next season from a Super Bowl playing quarterback.
100%.
To get a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, we forgot that dude did that.
He also moved on from the thing that got him that job to the thing that he thought could take him to the next level, which is really hard to do. People are not, like, in general, people are not comfortable doing that, right? So
I wasn't being, when Sam referenced Vrabel as the best, like, I just was like, it's hard for me to not look at McVay and be like, dude, he was handed a turd sandwich after they traded the farm for the Super Bowl run.
People thought he was going to quit. Do you remember that narrative that he was he doesn't want to rebuild. He's going to quit. Yeah. Like, and then 3 years later, they're back in the Super Bowl with a largely different roster. Just Matt Stafford's still there. Yeah. Like, unbelievable. And so when you're talking about basketball coaches, I sort of gravitate towards guys that just figure it out. Guys that, like, don't get me wrong, I like a system, but one of the reasons I like Greg McDermott is for whatever we think the Creighton system is, he's done it a lot of different ways.
Oh, yeah.
He's done it with a 6'5" guy playing center. He's done it with Ethan Rogge playing center. He did it with Ryan Kalkbrenner.
He's done it with a 4 that can score, a 4 that can't score.
Yeah, like he's done it with true point guards, not true point guard. Like he's done it in a bunch of different ways, but they're like, everybody kind of goes like, oh, they love to shoot threes, and that's the system. It's like, no, he's done way more than that. That's the thing that I admire about Hoiberg right now is this doesn't look like it did at Iowa State. It doesn't look like it did when he first started here at Nebraska. He has adapted and figured out a way. Like that to me is good coaching.
Yes, Smitty was that's good insight.
There's a lot of guys that can figure out a system that works and just run that thing into the ground, right? It's one of the things that
it used to drive you crazy with Creighton defensively with drop coverage.
I still don't like drop coverage.
Now they have to play it a different. Well,
I get with Kalkbrenner. Like
watch some of these guys now that play the drop coverage and your favorite shot. I'm surprised you haven't allowed yourself to lament and find some joy in the floater coming back.
Oh my God,
to college basketball.
I almost swore there. I hate floaters so much. Oh my God.
With the drop coverages and guards reading it, the little mid-range has gotten creative again. I know it drove you crazy for about 4 years.
I love a mid-range shot. Stop doing floaters. Floaters are stupid. Nobody practices them enough for the amount they shoot them. Like, if you want to practice that as much as Derrick Rose practiced it, cool.
Oh,
but if you're just like, I'm in this place, I've never taken a mid-range jumper before in my life because I only take threes and layups. What do I do now? I guess I'll just float it. Good luck. No.
Good thing you didn't watch much of Houston, Texas Tech, because
you
saw a lot of the ISO drop, pick, read.
Part of it for me with the drop coverage, and I get you're willing.
He got to play defense a certain way for 5.5 years.
Absolutely, and you're willing to say, hey, you're not scoring at the rim. We're not going to give you threes. There's this strip in the middle of the basketball court inside the arc that go ahead. If you can beat us on 15 to 18 footers, we'll let you. But it's really hard to watch somebody making like 4 16-footers in a row. Like that's hard to stomach. I get that it's not practical. That's an emotional response, and I understand that. But like it's hard to watch.
Did you feel validated that he agreed with you that St. John was the second best team?
No, I guess, but like it's a hard. I mean, there's a hard drop after UConn, and then there's a hard drop after whatever 2, 3, 4 is. Right? Like there's just, and honestly, St. John's probably ends up being that because I don't trust the Villanova upside I don't think is there to the same degree, but
I wanted to call my shot. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Nova was up and then they were down against UConn, and I said, hey, you guys, Villanova's backcourt is good enough to handle this storm.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
And it was 55-49 or something like that, and I didn't know it was going to get to overtime. But they showed you kind of the blueprint for UConn. And, Caravan had to take over.
Yeah.
Like, you talk about being on the Caravan of Love. Like, are you going to count on that?
No, but that's why you have guys like that, is so they can bail you out. Like, you don't want to have to count on it, but it's not like, that's why those guys exist.
I'm gonna ask you one more time.
Yeah.
And it can be the same answer.
Okay.
UConn can win a national title.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
But you're not worried about like the toughness aspect of it.
They're not as tough as your typical Hurley teams. I think with what the field is this year, like there's no team that I look at that is so much better than ever. Like maybe Arizona.
I don't know. Their physicality. Gonzaga plays like that. They didn't the other day. Houston plays like that.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa State plays like that. I don't know, man.
I will take my chances with
the team that doesn't got exposed last night, and that was BYU.
Well, and listen, yeah, and then I also saw Arizona try and piss it down their leg for 3 minutes.
Well, so the thing about Arizona that I think is interesting is I don't know how well they actually like shoot it.
Yeah, I mean, you got a couple guys that are capable. Like Bradley obviously is capable, and like Burries was killing it last night. But
Bradley takes some.
He's a tough shot taker and maker.
He takes tough shots.
So I struggle with that because typically guys that like you want guys that can make tough shots, right? You have to have those. I don't want guys that like taking tough shots.
And I agree, you do need a guy that can get those. Like you need a Juzang.
Yeah.
You need a Bradley. Like somebody. That's why I like Lawrence tonight.
Yes.
Like the easy narrative will be, hey, Rink Mass has to score better than he's been the last 5-6 games.
And I
right?
don't,
But he even against Minnesota, somehow with only what did he score? 8 points?
Was it?
I think he's like 8 and 7. He stuffed the stat sheet.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong there, but he was still somehow plus 14.
So I don't
plus
know
minus.
that scoring is the thing that I look at with
he
Mass.
He does have to keep you honest, though.
That's the thing. But he can do that without having 22 points.
Yeah, so I don't know if I would say, ooh, Mast has to score. I get where that would be like, because if he does, cool.
If he does, you feel good, right?
I kind of think somebody has to make a couple of shots, about 4 or 5 of them tonight, with the shot clock winding down.
Sure.
Because if you watch Michigan,
you're going to have some of those.
You're going to have.
I also think Nebraska wants to do that to try and slow Michigan's pace down a little bit.
And Penn State and Wisconsin, when I watched Michigan struggle those back-to-backers, and Penn State didn't end up winning, they made tough shots.
They did.
And in Wisconsin, I'm live texting you guys in the second half of that Michigan game. I'm like, guys, Wisconsin's on a bit of a heater.
Yeah, which was a little understatement there, undershouldered maybe a little bit.
Well, it was just getting started.
It was early. Yeah, it was early. it was like mid first half, I think. When
it was just getting started. So I didn't know it was going to be like and then the second half started, and I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, you sent another text right at the start of the second half, and you're like, oh. I think the thing for me, and I've asked, I think, everyone we've talked about this. I don't know that people are appreciating how difficult chasing Price Sanford tonight's going to be for Michigan.
That's why I wanted to tell him about the matchups. I'm like, you're going to have to chase Price.
Like that is for whatever their size brings them, which, you're going to get the offensive rebounding, you're going to get the 2-point defense, you're going to get the 2-point efficiency on offense. They don't really have a guy that it makes a ton of sense to just chase Price Sanford.
Not how they – so yes and no.
Okay.
Not how they like to defend. It compromises how I think Michigan likes to guard because they funnel then swat, right? They – if you turn the corner, it's along the sidelines and baselines, then they rim protect.
Yep.
Chasing doesn't fit really what they want to do, but you watch him move without the ball.
You're going to have to. Like, if you don't chase him, like he's going to end up with way more open shots than you want him to.
Yeah, so they're going to need. So again, I'm going to focus on like late end of action.
Nebraska's got to be patient. I think Nebraska's got to be real
5 seconds
patient
with the shot clock.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have to control tempo because Michigan can get that thing out of the basket and they're going to run it down your back.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be super interesting. I also, if Berke can make like a couple jumpers tonight, I think that goes a long way in kind of opening things up, with the making the bigs be mobile that John was talking about. But you're right, like at the end of the day, and it's probably going to come down to Jamarcus Lawrence and probably Sam Hoiberg. Like Sam has this tendency to, and it's usually not like a jumper, but he has this tendency with like 4 seconds left on the shot clock to be able to rip by a guy, and all of a sudden he's at the rim, and you're like, how did that just happen with 4 seconds left on the shot clock? There's going to need to be a few of those from Sam and I kind of count that in the tough shot.
See the one that he kissed off the glass.
Yeah,
with his left
go
hand?
lefty on it. Yeah, like that's a play that he's going to have to make a few times tonight, and Jamarcus is going to have to make his version of that late shot clock play for Nebraska to have a good opportunity.
Yeah, and I say all this to say I still think the number is right. I told you I'd have made it 9.
Yeah.
If Frager was playing like healthy,
you said like 6.5,
7.5.
Yeah, 6.5, 7.5.
But I think the line is right. I wouldn't play the whole. Now you can in a 1-game scenario, but I wouldn't. I don't think it's disrespect to be honest.
I think it's a little heavy. I think I said I'd put it between 6.5 and 7.5. You know, kind of is what it is at this point. I think they're going to use it as, you know, underdog, chip on their shoulder. That's kind of how they kind of like to operate, which is fine. Whatever helps you in a 1-game sample size, get it done.
Yeah, so Dixie Frager changes spacing requirements. I mean, kind of as a catch and shooter, the guy that could help you if he's going to play minutes, make a couple of open shots.
Garcia. No?
Kel Jacobson.
Oh, well, yeah.
He's going to be standing on the wing in front of somebody's bench, and he's going to be wide open.
Yeah.
You watch.
Yeah.
If he makes a couple of those, it's different. Because, I mean, go back. I don't know if you'll have time. Go back and watch Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
It was fascinating to see where those threes were coming from.
Yeah.
Almost about, you know, if you drew one of those charts, it'd be all about the same.
Yeah, in like areas of the floor.
Yep. So it's clearly by design.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the thing that you get with, I mean, we're just talking about with Creighton, right? Like there's places on the floor over the last 5 years that you knew you could get to. Mm-hmm. And if you make those shots, congratulations, you win. Yeah. Like I think Michigan is sort of designed the same way where they say, hey, if you can beat us from these spots, good game. And Wisconsin did. Penn State almost did. I think that's, you know, you talk about all the time where it's football, basketball, anything else. There's going to be things that you give up and that you just say, hey, we're okay with that.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that we think is hardest for you to beat us doing that. So that's the thing that we're going to give up.
You think Fanta's going to give my message? You think Fanta's going to get the message to Jeff Goodman?
Maybe.
Tell Jeff.
I don't know.
I can cry,
maybe.
Didn't we have him on like a couple of years ago and he did that walk down the line to get into the arena?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a wild one.
Who, John? Yeah.
He's funny.
I appreciate him. Appreciate him joining us.
He's a day oneer.
Didn't forget about
absolute freak booty.
Let's go, baby.
Talking about the New England wide receiver or what? He almost pronounced it correctly. Boutte.
A little bit of that W side.
They're from roughly the same place too.
Probably. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's his neck. That's the Southern Vibin's neck of the woods.
Yeah, he's my favorite guy. Let's take a quick break here. I think we no longer have Steven Sipple today because
I'm like sending him hate texts.
Yeah, you need to text him. Tell your boy what's up. Like this is 2 days in a row now.
I think he thinks I'm gonna ask him
tough questions.
He intimated folks were on the dime on the tab. I wanted to talk about it.
Let's see what he knows.
I
But
don't know. He might not want to talk to me.
Bailing on us again. I see how it is.
Nah, he'd be all right. He's probably busy.
I don't know. He can't be that busy, right? It's you know, maybe we need to send him a list of questions beforehand so we know it's safe. So he knows it's okay, and then not follow him at all because that's what I would probably do. We'll be right back. That's DBM Ravi Lulla. It's Hurrdat Sports Live.
Yeah, they did. I thought our second half rhythm was good for, you know, first couple possessions. We didn't score it. I thought we had some great looks. Rink missed a couple easy ones in there at the rim. Price missed a couple great looks. And then obviously you got to go in and listen. We hit some tough ones as well there. But, you know, Sam, he kind of kept us in it in the first half. You know, goes for 14 at halftime. And then, you know, our guys I thought Jamarcus had a really good second half. He really responded, you know, to some coaching there at halftime. BK, you know, did what he does. It's good to see I love seeing Kendall get that bucket, you know, coming home and, you know, getting out there. He had a good couple days of practice and, you know, he's going to have to stay ready. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with Braden. He's going to continue to be day to day. Obviously, he did not travel here just to try to prevent any more swelling. He's responded well, but you never know how those things are going to react. So these guys have to stay ready. And, you know, again, Kendall had a good couple days.
that's something that we started doing a little bit at Big Tens last year and at Nationals, pulling matches out late. And, when you're, like I kind of mentioned, I thought Friday night's kind of like the semifinals of Big Tens or Nationals, and today's could be the finals, but we had some guys in the wrestle box, obviously. But, you got to fight. You got to fight hard when you're in the wrestle box, or you got to fight for a championship. So it's not going to be easy, and we got the right ingredients. We just got to get them, firing a little better, and so really proud of how our team fought, and we know our guys are tough. They just got to believe in themselves more. But we see it each and every day, So whether it's Jacob Van D or Brock Hardy, or we know we have tough-minded guys. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're at our best when we're getting contributions from up and down our roster, and we've got to continue to keep fighting and building that confidence with the way we practice, with the way we play. But I thought that, players like Claire Johnson came in and made an impact on the game today with just making huge passes, making the extra pass, one more, here. And for Claire and Kennedy to come in and combine for 6 assists and 1 turnover, that matters for our team. When Haley Weaver can come in and play the defensive role that we want for her to play and do those things, it matters for our team, and it allows us to be able to keep players fresh. And I just thought it was a really good balanced effort. Even if it wasn't every player scoring in double figures, it was every player contributing in some way.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
We're back here on Hurrdat Sports Live. That's DBM Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill, brought to you by Next Gen Mail Medical. Don't forget, if you're not feeling quite up to it, I need to go get some vitamin shots. You know, been dealing with kind of the sickness. I need to get a little
do you have some of the sniffle?
It's the cough. The cough won't go away, and we're still only in January. I need to get a little protection.
How do you spell that word you just said?
Cough?
You said K-O-C-O-F-F?
It's K-U-F-F.
Is this how you say
cough?
It? Wait, no. Wait, what
cough?
What dialect is that?
It's Indian.
That's not Indian.
Well, I'm an Indian, and that's how I was saying it. So I think ipso facto.
You got 5 on it?
That's how I do it. I need 5.
You said cough. It's like, it's the cough.
Like a hamburger?
He did say hamburger. I'm like,
I need 5 of them shots. I need the B12. I need the vitamin D. I need the you got the Zeus?
I got the Zeus.
I need there's like a Hercules.
Yep.
I need one of them Hercules shots.
Hercules.
That's what Hercules. Yeah. And then I'll figure out a 5th one. We'll get it in there. I got 5 on it. But if you're not feeling well, whatever it is you need, maybe a little.
So the Hercules and the Zeus, they're colored too. They look like there's a bit of a dye.
Oh, what color are they?
Knock it off.
No, what color are they? Generally, those are clear liquids.
It's like a red hue.
Oh, that's probably the B12 in there. Sometimes the B12 has a red hue. I've had some other stuff that has B12 in it before.
So stupid.
What I do?
I said colored and your eyes lit up.
You're
a child.
I thought you were talking about color commentary. We were talking
to Jeff shout out
Schmitty. Talking to Jeff earlier. But give him a call.
So that's his first one.
402-614-9700. They can help you out with whatever it is you need to get feeling your best.
I just got my panel done.
I need to get they have a genetic testing thing. I need to get that done.
She's like, hey, it's been 3 months. We're drawing blood.
Oh, that seems fun.
And I was like, hey.
Do we have to?
Well, how about you give me some warning?
You're, it doesn't seem like you love needles that much.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. I just wanted her.
You just wanted a heads up?
Yes and no.
Okay.
It's not so much the heads up is put the needle where I want you to put the needle, not where you want to put the needle.
Well, they probably know better than you.
No. Because look, there's plenty of.
Yeah, you got some veins to go from.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's going to pick the one that was going to hurt me the most. And I just wanted to pick something simple.
So you didn't want the one on the outside there that's got the scar tissue by it.
Yeah.
That's not. I got you.
That's not the one I wanted.
Yeah.
That's the one she took.
So I used to.
She didn't even need the band.
I get the blood drawn a lot because, beaties. But and they used to always go in the same spot. And I was like, I need you guys to give that spot a rest. Find a different one.
Yeah.
Just there's scar tissue there. Every time you do it, it hurts me. Knock it off.
It's just that's just I prefer it closer to my forearm than in the belly of the elbow.
Well, yeah, because when you bend it and stuff, it gets annoying.
And she goes, "Oh my gosh, you're actually bleeding today."
Speaking of beaties, just for a second here, this was the thing I wanted to yell at Chris Fowler about. So, Sasha Zverev last night, he's playing Lerner TN. He's a type 1 diabetic.
Yeah.
Okay. And so they briefly mention it because they show him testing his blood sugar on the sideline between sets. And so Chris Fowler goes like, "Oh yeah, it's just second nature to him now." And it's like, you mentioned prep here, and a lot of prep is not talking about things you don't know about. Because let me tell you, any type 1 diabetic, I don't care how long it's been, there's nothing second nature about it. It's always a million decisions, especially when you're in that type of environment and you're trying to do your job that is very physical. None of that is easy for that man. I just want to, it's not easy to work a desk job and do it. Don't talk about stuff you don't know about, Chris Fowler. It's annoying. It's disrespectful. Nobody would be like, and listen, I know this is dramatic. Nobody would be like, well, he's been going through chemo for a few years now. Second nature to him. You've seen what I look like sometimes when I'm having a bad day.
Oh, yeah.
Does that look like it's just, oh, well, he's done it before. It's fine now.
Nope.
He's been doing it for 30 years. He'll be all right. Don't talk about stuff you don't know about, Chris Fowler.
I've seen 3 and I ranked them.
Oh, okay. So College World Series is 1.
By far the worst.
Yeah, with the bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what 2 and 3 are. There was one here that was pretty rough.
So not the one where Natasha had to come. The one that you tried to gut out.
Oh, yeah, that one was bad.
Yeah.
That one was bad.
And I was like, you good?
No, I was not good. So that was a technology one. I could
Yep.
not get the technology to work.
That's what it was.
And so I'm like trying to get myself shots. I'm trying to fix the pump.
And the other one was when she had the cam. I would rank those 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that'd be accurate. And there's a bunch of them I never tell you about.
Well, I can tell.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, but there's like
number one because I can hear.
Yeah, because it's beeping like crazy.
And I can tell your juice.
Yeah.
Like I know how you're rocking.
And I'm not playing a 3 to 4 hour tennis match. I'm just talking.
You mad at Chris?
Yeah, I am mad. It's a stupid thing to say. Like, nobody dismisses illnesses like people do with diabetes. It drives me crazy. They're just like, oh, he's been doing it forever. It's fine now. No, it's never fine.
So I will give you this, and I don't know how we got on this, but that's 80% of how we get to topics. I don't know how we got on them. I will say there is a tendency to be a little dismissive about diabetes because people have managed it for so long.
Mm-hmm. They think because it doesn't kill you immediately that it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not. Let me tell you that. It's not. Any diabetic you know is having a harder time than you think they are.
Yeah.
Like, that's just.
I feel bad, man. Did I ever come in a bad mood? But I've been losing.
No, there's a lot. There's lots of stuff to be in a bad mood about. Like, diabetics don't have.
If you would have had my last Friday and now Sunday I was kind of being a baby.
Okay.
Friday was like, ooh, I've had it. Then it was doubling down, and so I come in a little crabby.
Mm-hmm.
But I just need 10 minutes of being around you to know it's not that bad.
But listen, I'm not here to say like I've got it worse than everybody else or anything like that. I'm just saying there's a lot of people in your life, whether they're diabetic or not, that are going through things that is much harder than you realize, and they're never going to say a word about it.
You just made fun of my therapist.
I didn't make fun of him. I gave him some suggestions on what to talk on next week. That's trying to be helpful, DB. Wow. But diabetics certainly don't have
shut up, hamburger man.
Diabetics certainly don't have a monopoly on like having bad days. So like that's not what it's about. There's lots of reasons to have bad days, and you've had plenty of valid ones to have them. And like I typically don't say anything. I'm not like, hey DB, can we just get over this? Hey, can we be good now? Like I try and get you out of it so that we can have a nice fun show, but like that's not the same thing. Like there's no monopoly on just because I can be miserable or don't feel good doesn't mean you can't be miserable and don't feel good.
I told him, I said, yeah, I think the way to keep myself safe is I'm just not gonna use the word love anymore. He goes, yeah, I don't think that's what I'm talking about.
Your therapist, how smart.
Dude, he's a G.
He sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
His delivery
yeah,
is one in which I can rock with.
Yeah. Funky Giblet says, I agree with Ravi. If you've ever come home from work and found a loved one passed out from a low blood sugar, the second nature comment wouldn't come to mind. That's the thing.
Oh, Gibbs knows he's married.
I think his spouse is. I like that's the thing is
do I know him well enough to call him Gibbs?
Well, I mean, if he starts with Funky Giblets, I think he allows some leeway for nicknames.
Now we got some crazy names in here.
I mean, we got Dank. We got
Stank.
Stank and Dank.
If I was picking a team, I'd have him on my team.
Who?
Jibs.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
I know.
I could roll with him.
Would your first pick be Headley?
No, it'd probably be Wyatt.
Oh yeah, he's a treat.
Wyatt's a good one. He had a birthday over the weekend. Had birthday Wyatt?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he went to a restaurant I wanted to go eat.
Yeah.
And I asked Mr. Hoppin about it since he's Mr. Hurrdat. Is he Hurrdat 1? Are they Hurrdat 1?
Hurrdat 1. Yep.
And I was like, hey, D, this is a place I want to go to. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
We had a nice conversation.
Yeah? Give us some good advice?
Well, it turns out to be the place that stupid light-skinned guy and Wyatt
went to. Was that the place you wanted me to take you? Or a different place?
What letter does it start with?
K?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so look at Wyatt in the chat.
The place. So I need a couple of more bets because he goes, yeah, such and such was $88, but it easily could have fed 3 people. And I was like,
which 3 people?
What 3? You and your 2 daughters? Because that didn't look like enough food.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that can eat a 32-ounce steak.
Yeah. I was like, your tab's gonna run a little higher.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my time with fillers.
No, you're an eater.
Yeah.
You're a substance guy.
I barely drink when I eat.
Yeah, you save that for other times.
Exactly.
You know, you gotta
closets and basements.
I don't even recognize
Zoe. Dad, what are you doing in there? You're all by yourself in the dark. Close the door. No, I'm kidding.
Alex says, is this going to be like the racial draft from Chappelle?
I mean, kind of.
I don't. We're gonna
wait. Who started the framework for the draft?
I think it was Dank. He put it out on Twitter. He put the graphic.
Oh
out.
yeah, because we went in.
Because I was like, this is a mock draft. This is not official.
Went into the Italian last name,
and he answered. He's like, I am Italian, and he went down his laundry list.
He's like, yeah, I don't blow trees. I'm allergic. No, he didn't say allergic to smoke, but the smoke does something.
It bothers his lungs. I think he said. So I go edibles.
Yeah, he goes. Yeah, I crush edibles though. I was like, you go, boy.
Wyatt says the pictures are deceptive. It's a lot of food.
No, it's not, Wyatt. Like, I can count rolls.
Maybe the rolls are bigger, though. Bigger, smaller?
I'll show you the picture he sent me. It's not a lot of food.
All right. I haven't seen the picture. I'm just reading the comments that Wyatt's putting out here.
Oh, don't act like you're being bullied. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just trying to be nice to Wyatt. It was his birthday, you know?
Dude, you and your victimhood. You can go fly a kite.
I just like to make you feel bad.
I know. Oh, he needs chuckling. Ain't that right? Look, yeah, good. Cough.
I'm choking on it.
Yeah, cough. You don't get off if you don't cough. Look, that's not a lot of food.
I need to know how big the bowl is that has that meat in it.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's several chunks. Mm-hmm. But if I don't know how big the bowls are, that can be deceptive. I also feel like we're zoomed in here a little bit with the food pictures with our light-skinned friend here with the pictures.
And he's a terrible photog. But at least he acted like that one wasn't cloudy. He might have got a new camera.
He did. He got a new phone, I think, at one point because the resolution on the photos went from with a chance of meatballs to a lot clearer in a hurry.
Listen, so if that's a sprig of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all the perspective you need. It's not big. I don't know why it's talking about.
I'm just maybe he doesn't.
Why, Kobe?
Why are you hollering, DB?
Because I want to choke you.
Who, me?
Yes.
What'd I do?
I don't even know.
Care?
I don't. Yeah, exactly. Ask him again, Shane. What
do you care?
Exactly.
Oh, I don't. I'm fine.
Ooh. All right.
Do you want to know some other stuff I was mad about?
Cut and dried. It's nobody's concern but ours.
Since Sip bailed on us, do you want me to go down my laundry list?
He has yet to reply to my text.
I know. That's the part that it's annoying.
Well, he might actually be busy.
He's not.
He says he's busy.
Well, allegedly.
I said, you serious? Come on, man.
It's a late cancel. He's in this business. He knows how rude that is. Come on now.
Jeez.
I'm gonna grill him once he finally gets on here.
Do you think they're mad because we get good guests?
Here's what I'm questioning, right? Isn't this the same guy that was like, hey, DB, how come you guys don't have me on more? I like talking to you
He might
guys.
have been having a moment in Vegas. That's the first nice thing that
he said that to you multiple times because you brought it up to me multiple times.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe he doesn't want me to shadow box with him and he's trying to break the ice.
I just you guys should have me on the show more. Gotta be careful.
Don't you mealy mouth me.
Gotta be careful here.
You know he said that to me.
Yeah. I don't remember the context, but
we've had some knockdown dragouts.
Well, yeah, I know that's what Sip does. He's he'll fight with you. He'll spar a little bit.
Cactus Jack.
I drove there shirtless.
He's a man of the people.
He's very busy. Apparently.
Sip goes to Mexican restaurants to order fish.
Don't mealy mouth me.
So there are a couple of Mexican places that are known for their seafood. That's kind of a specialty.
I understand.
That's not going to be my go-to at a Mexican restaurant.
Your boy has laid multiple eggs, but one of the biggest dodes I've ever laid was trying to do seafood at a place not too far from here, and it's a Mexican place.
Yeah, you gotta hit right.
Yep.
Because the misses are bad.
#fail.
The misses are bad.
And no disrespect, Jack, because you're involved in these conversations, but your boy, next time he's going head off, not on. Oh. And don't put those on my plate again.
Yeah, I don't want to see the face of my food. Not interested in that at all.
Man, that dirt looks amazing.
I know where it comes from. I'm not one of those people that doesn't understand where meat comes from. I don't need to see the face. I'm cool.
Although Jack's price point, man, I would remove the heads myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
I just shelled a bunch of shrimp. We made po' boys.
Yeah. Oh, I love a good po' boy.
You're
not a big sandwich guy though.
No, but
so you just eat the shrimp when you're done, or what?
A slice of cheese melted with slices of tomato. Why is that funny?
Because you just like deconstruct the sandwich.
There's lots of deconstructed recipes. Jack Wagons.
It's like a good po' boy. It's nice.
Well, I am po'.
Good hamburger.
Big what?
Good club.
Hamburger?
I said turkey. Turkey club.
Can you imagine just being dropped in on this show like on just a random day and trying to figure it out?
You'd have to, I think if you listened for about a week, you'd get it. But it would take some time.
I don't know. We just had a streamer ask us about a racial draft.
That's true. It's gonna take a couple.
So you're in on one day and you hear us talk about mules and jewels.
That was like 2 years ago. Still one of my favorites.
Yeah,
it's all because I couldn't pronounce repercussions the way you wanted me to.
It's reparations and repercussions.
We're in the neighborhood.
Wait, I have a question.
All right.
Before we go forward and actually talk sports.
Carol says, if you know, you know. That's how you explain the show. Exactly.
I'm telling you, I'm vibing with that name.
Alex says, a deconstructed sandwich is a tough recipe.
So I do think we're rocking with Alex, though. Right?
I like Alex.
Alex is tough. We like tough. At least you don't know, like, if he's on a side or not. He's an equal opportunity offender.
He is. Sipple says he can do Friday. He says he's locked.
Well, I thought that's what scheduling him meant the last 2 times was that he was locked.
Alex,
I know. He's straight down the middle. Like he will
let me have it. Let you.
Yeah,
have
he's all in. I appreciate it.
So Shane, what time on Friday?
9:40. He's got to be 9:40, right? Because otherwise he's got the show.
We have a surprise guest coming up.
Do we?
Mm-hmm.
When's that?
He said just let him know.
Okay. Well, you let me know.
No.
Whenever.
No.
Kobe says Sip can do Friday until it comes to Friday.
Exactly. Wow. Exactly. Kobe.
Friday at about 8:40, he's gonna be like, you gotta be careful here.
He'll be
Kobe,
good.
Kobe's had like 3 straight posts without an expletive or caps.
I'm really proud of him.
I mean, we're making progress.
Maybe you had to check on him.
Funky Joe says 10:05 works for Sip.
Hey, we go long. We have no parameters on this place.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not sure if you're ready for that yet.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God, you're such a bad person. What now?
I'll say we only do that when we're announcing people are going to Millard South. So no, you weren't ready for it yet? Okay. Good to know.
Wyatt wants to know if there'll be star rankings in our draft.
We should rank them. No, you don't want to put some recruiting rankings.
Why are you bringing up old stuff?
It's the joke, Tourette's.
What an idiot!
I just, sometimes you got to find out if people are ready to joke about stuff yet. I found out you're not.
Yeah, let's test the waters.
How else am I supposed to find out, DB? Have a conversation with you like a normal person? No.
Not at all.
It's not what we do here. I do.
He said he's just in a mad scramble. He apologizes.
Lee says too soon, Ravi. Yeah, I found that out. Thank you. I got it.
I like stuffed shrimp too. Jack, I have some.
Jack says he'd be a walk-on.
No, like we need Jack in the locker room.
Yeah, I think Jack is like a good
peacemaker. No, you know what though?
Good guy to have on staff, I think.
Nah, Jack might be the kind of pee or get off the pot guy.
You need one of those though.
Yeah, but I need a diplomat.
I
got Kobe. I don't need another pee or get off the pot guy.
It's a certain kind of diplomacy.
It's like
maybe that's your job as the head coach. You be the diplomat. You got Jack and Kobe telling people to get stepping. Maybe diplomacy is your job.
Hey, look at BDR. That's what you wanted to say. Of course you'd find that funny. You guys are always on time?
No. No.
Exactly.
Not even a little bit.
And stuff runs long, too, so you can miss me with that.
Oh, God. I can't even. We had this thing, so.
I don't even know what that means, by the way.
It is It's
you can just say it. It's fine. You can say it. I can't say it.
You want me to put the comment up there so you can just read it?
No.
Okay.
This dude's suggestive hinting. You think you're going to Jedi mind trick me?
No.
Hey, maybe if I just put it on there, he'll read it. No, I know clearly what it says.
Drunk Monk would like us to rank the draft as well.
It is going to be a tough draft.
I think we might have to put stars on people just to get a good sense of like value and picks, and we need to establish positional value too. There's lots.
And I think we should do this like a true fantasy draft and get what now? Do I need my glasses?
T-Max,
I can't see.
So there's a combination of T-Max comment and then my immediate thought.
Okay, go.
Okay, so he goes, I'm a leader on the field, sneaky athletic, first one in, last one out. And my immediate thought was,
but he's black.
I didn't know you were white.
I am. And why is he contributing to your delinquency? I think if we're going to do this.
Kobe says I'm DB's 5-star recruit.
Yeah, so if we're going to do this, we have to do this like true fantasy. And we should get like 3 keepers.
Okay.
Because I don't think we would agree.
Probably not.
So I don't think you'd want the same 3
no, I think
protecteds that I would want.
Probably some overlap, but not a ton.
Not for 3 of all the there's a lot of people in here.
Amazing Dan says I'm a cancer in the locker room.
Dude, he's nuts. His meltdown over the Steelers thing is kind of closet funny.
Somebody, I do think, like in a real locker room, somebody would try and punch Amazing Daniel.
But he's not really. He's snarky and he's like that in real life.
No, I know.
Don't get me wrong.
He is.
But he's extremely funny.
No, I know. I like him.
He doesn't take himself that serious.
He'd catch somebody on the wrong day with.
He's just disarmed, like
with the snark.
He says a lot. But he's not like.
No, he's not aggressive.
No, he's just.
But he's contrarian enough. He'd catch somebody on the wrong day and he'd get hit.
Weird.
I think that's a.
So I think we should get 3. If you don't knock it, listen. So I would have to put my glasses on. I hate when something's funny to you and I don't know.
Wyatt says Nebraska basketball got good when they added an Asian. Nebraska football was last good when they had an Asian lineman. Just saying. I think he's advocating for his draft spot.
Who was the lineman? Was it Haesop Choi? No, that's
nope.
Not
That's a first baseman from Haesop Choi is a Korean first baseman from the Cubs.
Why did I say that?
You're like Shane, what are we doing? Alex says Hideo Nomo.
Here we go. Here we go. my poor mom.
What up, D? It's fine. It'll be fine. I don't remember the name of the Asian lineman for Nebraska.
Was that during COVID? Or no, was that the Dodgers playing early?
That is a Dodgers call because you sent it to him because I think it popped up on your timeline.
No, we were trying to figure out what he was saying.
Oh, yeah.
And we assumed that meant home run. Shane, he said Shane Payne. Oh my God.
No, he was on the basketball team, right? That wasn't the football player. That's a real guy's name, isn't it? Those guys was on the basketball team? Yeah. They weren't good with Shane Ping, Jake.
It's not Boon Young Kim. I know the lineman he's talking about. I can see him.
I don't want to Google
68.
I don't want to Google Nebraska Asian lineman.
Okay, Shane, stop.
I feel
Shane,
I haven't even done anything.
What was that labeled?
I haven't done anything.
What was that labeled?
That's Japan wins the baseball. Does the final call or whatever.
Oh, was that the World Baseball Classic?
Yeah.
One of our mutual friends says I just had to pull over when Shane hit that drop.
Dude. Like, are we going to make it?
Yeah. BG, let me know what you Google and find out there.
JB, where have you been, man? He gets a big job with a new company. And like he's
Wyatt, I didn't see it. Say the name again. There's a lot of comments, Wyatt. Help me out. Come on, man.
Hey, why is he?
Why are you in caps? We're trying to do a show here. I'm getting to the comments as best I can.
Hey, quietly though, like we can be mad at Shane, but it's really BDR's fault with the BPT.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get to that. Do you want to explain to people what that is?
No, I don't.
Do you want me to explain to people what it is? I'm not saying
if you use brown.
Well, so no, we have a different.
You guys are late too.
We have a different term for it. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's universal or just a thing my family came up with.
Which part?
The second part. So
the anti-hair part. The half of the family.
Oh yeah, no.
The other half of
all
where
of us
you got your hair.
All of us came up with it to describe a certain portion of the family. So in India, it's called Indian Standard Time, IST. We call it Indian Stretchable Time because it's very malleable. Whatever they decide. I told you about this, man. Like, so weddings in India last a week, and the bride and groom don't show up till like day 3. Like, they're just doing their own thing. They're like, hey, a wedding starts at 3 p.m. People will be there at 9, and they'll be like, why are you here so early? Like, it's a whole different culture around time, which I don't really understand, because how do you know when to show up for something? Like, I would just get me in the neighborhood.
I'm good.
But yeah, Indian Stretchable Time has been a thing in my house for a long time. Since I was a kid, we always called it that. We used to lie to my dad about when things would start.
Oh, he'll never know. Shh, don't tell him.
Well,
like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Is he just that detached?
No, if it's something like
he thinks church starts 8 hours early.
I don't know if you know this. He's more of a temple guy than a church guy.
My bad.
But the temple people are operating on the same IST as he is. So it kind of works out. But no, we'll be like, hey, the flight is at X time. We may bump that up a little bit, you know. Maybe tell them the time we need to be there instead of the time the flight is. I think he knows, but when we got to the point where we had to start lying to him, I think he realized he needed to
Are my eyes watering? I think
work on it a little bit.
Shane, what did you say that cut was labeled? It's not. I mean, heaven forbid you just answer the question.
It just says Japan wins.
So it was Japanese. Before you said Korean.
No, I didn't say anything. I said Japanese before.
I said Korean because you said Hisop Choi, who was Korean. Apparently, the name is Seong Hoon Choi. So you had the Choi part right. Good job. And you also had the initials right too. Hisop Seong Hoon. You had the S and the H. So I'm gonna give you credit there. I'm trying to help you out. You good? You gonna make it?
Yeah. Back to the draft. 3 protecteds.
So these guys are on our team no matter what.
No, yeah,
these are my guys.
So these are my 3 special teams guys that are untouchable.
Can we?
They don't count as part of the draft.
Yeah, you're removing them from the draft as these are my guys. Can we negotiate those?
Do you think we would overlap?
I don't know.
Who would we want to share?
Wyatt.
You don't want. Yeah. Okay, that's one.
Well, Wyatt's one I think we would fight over. Kobe said he's coming around on me, so maybe I do want Kobe. I don't know.
No, you do that just to make me.
I'm trying to think who else we would maybe have some. We both like Carol. We both like Alex.
Yep.
We both.
I wouldn't fight you over Alex. Though.
We both like Headley.
Yeah, that would be a discussion.
We both.
I wouldn't. So
we both like Dank.
It depends on who I can surround him with.
Sure.
Like I don't need a funny Like if you took Alex, like there would be somebody else I could take.
You know, I feel like you might fight me over Evan just to be a jerk.
I would. So if I would give you Evan.
Okay, I appreciate that.
But you'd have to give me T-Mac.
Yeah, that's fine. I like T-Mac. He's been funny today.
Dude, he's equal up. And he looked like he's me. He's still an offender, though. He's horrible.
That's why I like him.
He's not a nice person.
Travis says
Well, we would probably fight over Travis.
Yeah. Dude, Travis is mine.
No, why?
For sure.
Why?
Because we identify with each other. We have very similar taste in things.
Then I'm taking Jack.
You can have Jack. I like Jack, but he's more. Jack is more your guy.
Because you relented too easy.
Jack is more your guy.
Why do you get Travis?
Dibs.
Stupid, and it's not even a real thing.
Travis says one of Dr. Wife PhD's best friends is always late. Claims BPT. Goes, this is the same friend who for a wedding gave us a spice rack because we're white and probably don't use spices and herbs.
Yeah, we're fighting over Travis. We'd fight over Todd.
Oh yeah, Todd's good. There's a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like we'd have to fight over some of the protected picks because there's a lot more overlap than you think.
So you'd give me Scott.
Yeah, actually, you go way back with Channel 3.
So maybe we need 4 protected.
And your neighbor. You could have your neighbor.
Oh, Lupe ain't right with the.
No, the neighbor with the cowboy hat.
Oh, Scott.
Yeah,
that's Scott. Okay,
yeah, that's Scott.
We might fight over SkyMex.
Yeah, because I need somebody to
need,
do
like,
our
keep
chapel.
You need
our Woosaw prayer group.
Simba Donna Summer. You know,
Kobe will have that thing torched. Wow.
Listen, I think we would fight more on the protected picks than you're giving it credit for.
Maybe
there's a lot more overlap.
Maybe
we have a few that are like our guys, but there's some
I'm trying to build my team a certain way though.
You gotta if you're rocking with some people, you gotta bring down the temperament in the room a little bit.
And plus, if you're going with the guys that you've already given me,
I mean, we could
I have captain and I have game dog.
We'll start fresh. That was a mock draft. That was just his projection. This is like Mel Kiper, right?
Yeah.
The Vegas doesn't have to pick whoever they tell him to pick. If they're like, we don't like.
So you just coincidentally gave me the only 2 people that have ever been temporarily banned?
I didn't give you anyone. That was dank. I didn't do this. Quit attributing things to me that I did not create.
That's fine.
That's our guy with the Italian name. I don't want to I don't want to dox him on here unless he wants to.
Would we fight over? We'd fight over Josh.
Which one?
Even though I acknowledged him first, so technically he should be mine.
Which one?
JK.
You can have him.
Yeah, because he
kills me. I don't think he likes me.
I assume you want BG.
We'd fight over BG. I think BG's pretty good.
Well, he's hasn't been around as long.
I know, so we don't really know. There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of them in here. There's a lot of them. Jack asked how many rounds we're going. We have to go several.
We're gonna have to go a lot of rounds.
Yeah, because there's a lot of good.
And I think we're gonna do 2. We're actually gonna do this.
Oh, for sure.
Because when they act up, we're gonna have to claim. We're gonna make this.
We're gonna have to take responsibility for our team.
Yeah. Yep. And we're gonna count laughs. We're gonna count should we ban them? Do we agree with them? We're gonna tally this thing.
Yeah, if somebody on your squad gets banned, that has to hurt the whole squad. That has to be.
Then you can't give me captain and game dog.
It's a draft. You get a draft whoever you want. That's how drafts work.
All right, it's fine.
I can't assign you anybody.
We need a portal. Yeah, this just isn't working out.
It's time we got to process some guys out of the system.
Who gets Derek? Which
one's Derek?
In Alliance.
Oh, that's tough because he's never in the chat. He's always on the phone. I'll tell you what, because most of the phone people are your people.
I've never met Derek.
No, I mean, but you have more history with most of the phone people.
Yeah.
You can have anyone that's not specifically in my Evan calls in sometimes, he doesn't count.
So great. I get Out of Breath Brian. I get
Michigan Lance, and you get Derek in Alliance.
I get Bulk Dog.
I feel like we would fight over TK probably.
Oh yeah,
we'd fight over TK.
Oh yeah. But you have thicker skin than I do, so and TK gets under mine sometimes, so we might not fight that long.
Kobe says, "What's my NIL package gonna be?"
Chinese food and Husker talk, Kobe, and no Rod Wave.
Carol says, "I'm working on NIL deals for whichever team I get picked by." I like that. You know,
dude, we're doing this.
No, 100%. This is like the best off-season topic we'll ever have. Like once, I'm gonna wait till basketball season's over, but like after March 28th, when the spring game's over, it's on and popping.
And I think we should, like, to star rankings, we should like split them up because like David and Todd can't be on. DJ and Todd can't be on the same team.
Why not?
Because they have the same temperament.
Yeah, but if that's what you draft, you can draft whoever you want. That's the point.
We just don't want an older, mature team.
You can if you want to. Maybe I'm trying to build a Fred Hoiberg here. I'm like, hey, I want old, mature guys. I want a Signetti, I want a Signetti team. I want guys in their 5th and 6th years. We'll go win a national title. God knows what's going to happen next year.
You guys would punt you never would go for it. You just play it safe.
Yeah, we call that the Kirk Ferentz. He's doing all right. My man's loves field position. Big field position guy.
Oh, my man said BPT. I didn't know that was a Reno 9/11 thing.
I'm not trying. No, Carol, I'm not trying to have raw chicken team. Like that's not. I don't want a Nate Oates team. I'm not trying to have some raw chicken team. We're not doing that. That feels like it's against like HIPAA for me to tell people, but it's just food preference, so I think I'm okay.
Oh, his bit when they were in town?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
Like you can't serve people raw chicken, Nate.
I can't believe.
Can't do it.
How did this? We had a free 11 minutes, and this is what it turned into.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna not do that again.
That's what happens when. That's what happened. This is Sip's fault.
It's not Reno 9/11. What is it?
No, that's what somebody else in the chat said.
I must have said it wrong. Is it 911?
Oh, I think so.
No, it's Hamburglar.
Hamburglar? Did you choke in the middle of that? Hamburglar?
Well, man, are we gonna act like he didn't say? I'll probably ketchup.
Well, mayo if you want
It's
number
probably
one.
But mayo if it had to be one.
But if there had to be a number one choice, it's definitely mayo. Nah, I didn't say that.
Ooh, Drunk Monk wants to do a combine. We should make him call in.
They wouldn't though. There's no way.
If you want to be draft out, we should make them do. Maybe not call in. We should make them do something if they want to be draft eligible.
There's no way.
They got to submit.
I don't want my perception ruined either.
We got to have.
Sometimes the mystery and the intrigue is what makes it funny.
Maybe they have to submit. They've got to submit eligibility for the draft. They got to put in their paperwork. Say, hey, I'd like to submit my name for the 2026 Hurrdat Sports Live draft.
Should we give Austin and Rico a team?
Oh yeah, they should. They get a team. Have to.
Oh man,
you get a team. I get a team. Austin and Rico get a team.
And Shane
gets a team.
All right.
Shane's just gonna pick the people that are nice to him. That's it. That's his whole team. He's not gonna be able to fill out a full roster.
Well, I don't know who he's gonna pick because Jessica isn't in the stream. So who else is nice to you, Shane?
Yeah, guests don't count.
I get Lee.
Lee is a good dude. Lee's a good dude. You're talking about Holbein, not Winkler.
Yeah.
Winkler's tough. He'll slit your throat.
Oh yeah.
Kobe says, "What would the show Reno 9/11 be about?"
All right, Kobe.
That's funny.
No, it's not that funny.
Joe says, "I'll quit if I'm Team Austin."
No, JB's mine. That's not even
Husker Gnome wants to be on your team.
JB is a non-negotiable.
Yeah, he's a good Twitter follower.
Hey, he's funny.
He's funny.
Carol said, "So help me God if I'm on Shane's team."
It's not personal.
It's just business, just draft business.
So help me God.
I swear to God.
And then get in the damn portal.
You mad?
Oh no.
Oh.
Do we have to have a portal date?
He said to get in the damn portal.
Husker Gnome says us garden gnomes got to stick together.
Oh man.
Carol's climbing up the draft board. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But I found it first.
Okay, cool. So you're using the dibs on me? You just don't want to say the word?
Yeah, I was like, this person is good.
Justin,
I should get dibs.
Justin Rogge's good. I mean, he's always good to me.
We'd fight over JR, though.
Yeah, JR's good. We like JR.
We'd fight over JR.
Yeah.
So we'd probably fight over Justin. We'd fight over Josh.
There's a lot of people. No, you can have Josh.
He's a little too mean to you?
Yeah. Listen, I'm very much like Nebraska here. I just want people that want to be here. You know? I want people that want to be part of the team. They're riding with Team Ravi, you know.
So help me God.
I just want people that want to, you know.
How about this dude says to get the damn portal?
Damn portal.
Of all the things we've said, that was finally the one that touched the nerve. You started this whole thing with the
BPT,
with the cut he played.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What cut?
Japan wins.
I don't think that's what it was.
This is Wyatt's fault.
It's always Wyatt's fault.
Or T-Mac's fault. I don't know. We kind of got a little strange there. Rico says, my team is going to have fun. Very little structure, though. That sounds about right.
For Rico?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll get a Discord going.
We'll get it.
Carol.
Absolutely.
For the individual teams. Dank's been wanting a Discord for the whole chat. We're working on something there. It'll be fun.
Dude, he's a bright dude.
Alex says, didn't Japan lose? That's all I got for today. That's TV. I'm Ravi Lulla. At some point, we will likely talk to Sip again. No one knows when.
Friday.
It won't be tomorrow.
Allegedly.
It won't be tomorrow. Make sure you come out to Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. We'll start the pregame show at 5. They got pregame specials. We'll have giveaways. It'll be a good time. Let's see Nebraska get a W and move to 21-0. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
We'll be back tomorrow.
See you. Have a good day. Love you.